In the middle of the night, or early Friday morning, depending upon where you are in the world, a group of experienced comics professionals get together to examine and instruct about the art form that they love. That's great comic artwork on Comics by Night, Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern, here on the Indie Comics Network, indiecomicsnetwork.com.
What was that? This is not a charade.
Holy shit. That is the craziest thing I have ever seen. And I'm Dennis Quaid, and Dennis Quaid has seen some shit.
In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. Leaving his Atlantean tribe behind and throwing off the shackles of Lemurian bondage, he sailed the seas as a pirate captain before seizing his place as a king. And now that he has the throne, how long will he be able to keep it? This is the Shadow Kingdom, the classic sword and sorcery tale by Robert E. Howard, adapted by Randy Zimmerman, with artwork by Russ Leach. Available now at fundmycomic.com.
Hello, what a crowd. Man, I'll tell you what, this internet stuff here, and I'm using a new browser, and I am not loving the browser situation over here. But it is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Hope everybody's having a pretty good day today.
It's too early.
It's too early. We've got a great show planned for you guys today. We're going to be talking about breaking into comics, which, Randy, I believe it was you that told me once that breaking into comics is a lot like breaking out of prison. That as soon as you find a way to do it, someone's behind you trying to keep someone else from doing the same thing again. So maybe it was you, maybe it was somebody else that told me that. But
Might have been somebody else, but
I'll take credit.
Legit.
Yeah.
it sounds legit. Sounds pretty accurate, doesn't it? Yeah. So it's been a pretty good week, pretty busy week around here at the Casa del Stone, and so we are doing a lot of work.
I see what you're trying to do there.
What's that?
With the Casa del Stone, like we have a Latino connection here.
Well, I'm just trying to make you feel at home, Pedro.
Yeah, I got it. And I appreciate it, sir.
Actually, I'm watching. My son's old enough to finally watch Breaking Bad, so
nice.
We'll get together every evening and watch 2 episodes of Breaking Bad. And
only 2?
Damn. Just give it a chance.
Right? Yeah, just 2. He wants to stretch it out.
Just keep giving it a chance. I know it's a downer, but give it a chance. After the second season, it picks up. I swear it picks up.
No, he's freaking loving it already. We're in halfway through. We're in halfway through season 2. He's like, does things ever start looking up for Jesse? And I go, for 2 seconds.
It's rare that a show just grabs you right in the first episode because nowadays it's, you have to give it 3 episodes to get into it.
I don't have that kind of time.
It was a hard watch for me. I just because it was such a downer for the first 2 seasons. It was just terrible. And then in the third one, when it starts turning around, it gets really interesting, and then it just falls to the walls after that. What a great show!
Yeah, I really kind of like the the downer thing about it. Because it's almost realistic. Okay, let me ask.
Almost
this.
realistic. He
Who,
just keeps losing.
it's almost realistic. So who all here is watching? Everybody has seen this?
Nope.
Right.
I've watched it all the way through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rex,
Heard
have you seen
about
it? Heard about it. Okay. All right. So, Skylar White. Yay or nay? You like the character? Don't like the character?
I like her.
You
I
like
like
the
what
actress?
they did. I like what they ended up doing with. I like her arc.
Yeah.
Her
I can't
story.
stand that character.
I think that's really logical.
I'll tell you what. I think Tuco was in 4 episodes, and he was way more endearing than Skylar White ever was.
Didn't say she was endearing, but the best scene with her is with her husband when she takes him to the storage locker. That's the best freaking scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
Man,
the other scene.
It's
I
like,
don't know about you guys, but I had a cousin like Tuco. So
You did? All right.
yeah.
I did not. I had okay. I think the group that I was most closely that I could say, hey, I have people like that in my life, were in season 2 the two junkies that stole from Skinny Pete, and then the lady wound up smashing the dude's head. That thing.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like I probably could be like, yeah, I might be real. Yeah.
they might be cousins.
I might know them. Might know someone like that, you know? So,
it rings a bell.
yeah, so it's unfortunate, but no cousins like Tuco.
I mean, I guess we've known Tuco, no, Pedro. It's like
We
just
just known Tucos throughout our lives.
You guys probably know quite a few Tucos. Now, Ollie, where is it that you hail from?
in Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua. It's right next to El Paso, Texas.
Chihuahua, yes.
Yeah.
That is right near
Chihuahua.
where Torta
It's
had his
famous
little
for its
head
dogs.
cut off, right?
Oh yeah.
Again, my references are from the show because I've been watching it.
I get it now. He watched the show because he knew I was going.
No.
Yeah, you missed it.
Just catching up on catching up
All
what's
right.
going on down there.
I see, Luke. I see. All right.
No, I'm joking. No, seriously though, it's we're having a good time watching it. It's always
That's a
fun.
good show.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
really holds up. Still.
Tuco gave me anxiety every time I saw
dude.
the show, man. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was kind of over the top, but he was even more. He was way more likable, I think, than Skylar.
Yeah.
Now
I mean, it's like Tuco is like a cautionary tale, like don't consume your own product.
right, yeah.
So,
or don't make friends, like in
exactly.
in those businesses. Yeah.
Don't make friends in those businesses. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's bad news. Bad news. But the comic business is
Don't make friends with those guys.
don't make
either.
friends there, right?
Yeah, either.
You see, guys,
Same with that.
this is like a PSA for everyone watching.
I always tell like when they ask me what do I need to do comics, and I just tell them if you're not like if you're into anxiety or like stress, get into
Run
comics.
like hell.
Yeah, or not. Stay away. Go study. Be a lawyer or a doctor or something.
If you like sitting in one place working all day and being stressed and chewing your nails and not being able to sleep, then you should work in comics. It'd be great for you.
There's a lot more stressful industries though to be in.
There are.
There are guys that drive dynamite trucks and propane tanks all
Oh
day.
shit. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they can.
I've been in
Guys
a
Clean
a
the
gas
windows
truck.
and 50 stories up.
Or
Look,
join the
guys,
cartel.
We're supposed to join the cartel. We're trying to encourage people to make comics, and we're talking about kids, comics to break your heart.
Yeah, dude.
It's no good.
I don't know. Like, it's been times where I like, okay, I need to relieve stress, so I maybe like be a mule.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for
Like what was that? Wasn't there a movie about that?
You can always tuck the drugs into your bra. And,
Right
Yeah,
now is
across
a
the
good
border.
time. They're not looking for you on the border.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying.
And I'm confused and like, wait, you're Latino, but you're black, but you're Latino. Like, yeah, that little confusion.
Yeah, now's a great time. Yeah.
I knew it was okay when Clint Eastwood did it. Okay?
Yeah.
Well, Pedro, you kind of like got like double.
Yeah.
Like it's like, whew, is it because I'm black? Oh no, is it because I'm Latino?
Yeah,
Oh.
dude, I have
you
like
can
a
really
double
get 'em, right?
minority. I have a double minority card. I love
Yeah,
Double minority card.
I don't know which card.
There's
to
a board
pull right
game
now.
for you.
So,
Yeah, I can do it. Like I can do it
I'll just both of them,
because
no?
Pulls out the whole deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just add gay and trans on there, and you are on top of it.
Nah, dude, I can't do pumps, man. I can't do high heels.
Just doesn't.
What, big feet or what?
I have flat foot. I have a flat foot,
Oh,
man.
shit,
like
yeah.
yeah, I can't do.
Try harder.
Try harder. Yeah, exactly. Do better.
Rick says you just don't want it bad enough.
Do it like the Chinese women, just like bind them. Like
Oh yeah, like binding your feet. Yeah, dude. Torture for beauty, man. Like
They don't do that anymore. I don't think they do that anymore.
Yeah, they should.
I hope,
never know.
not. 'Cause
They should,
That's
yeah.
painful, man.
They should.
Uh, So Randy, how was your week, man?
Crazy as usual. A lot of commercial artwork done. We're looking at the Shadow Kingdom. We're over halfway there. It's all great. The Russ sent me a bunch of drawings that'll be in the back of the book that nobody's seen before, and I'm like, dude, these all look like great covers to me.
Hey,
These are
Pancho's in the
phenomenal.
chat.
Great
Pancho.
stuff. So
It's been a while.
yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. Now a lot of commercial work this week, so it was good.
Excellent. Pedro, how about you? How was your week?
Oh, dude, like finishing Camel Moon's trailer, dude. This is like a Batman, the animated the animated adventures. Like it looks like that. Like I'm really happy with the results, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Like I might have a
everyone to
career.
see
In
it.
Yeah, I might have a career. In it.
That's
There you
good
go.
news. That's good news.
Yeah.
Keep at it, Pedro. You can do it.
That's more than the rest of it.
We believe in you.
Yeah, do it. You can do it. You can do it. Chop his head off. Yeah,
Chop his freaking head off. I love that movie.
yeah, dude.
It's funny. That's a great movie. As you can tell, like I'll work and I'll just play stuff in the background,
Oh, yeah,
and so
dude,
these
that's the
movies
best.
just kind of run through my head. So much so that there was that I had watched Tropic Thunder again,
Ooh, yeah.
and that man, I'll
the
tell you,
dude, the other dude, the bad dude.
yeah,
Yeah.
that movie was way ahead of its time.
Sometimes you just have to watch old shows like that just so you can go, they'd never get away with that now.
Never.
No.
Man, everyone's gay once in a while.
No, dude, I was watching like Married with Children a couple of days back while
Oh,
working.
yeah.
Yo.
Dude, that
What a great show. What
yeah,
a great
that
show.
was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, never happened now. Never happened now.
Yeah.
Like I'll say it to your back, but I only have half a tank of gas. Oh, nice.
Rex, how's your week been, man?
It's been good, man. We've hit almost 2,900 on the campaign. We're at
Oh, there you go.
2,873 right now. 51
Yeah.
backers.
Sounds like a
13
win to
days
me.
to go.
Nice.
It's a win.
That sounds
It's a
like a
win.
win to me, man.
Absolutely.
You know, I think what a lot of people are realizing now as the fandom fractures yet once again within the spaces that we occupy, that these large, massive numbers that that we're coming based on whether people really like the work or not, are not there like they were, because people are now basing their backing on more than just the work.
Yeah, who's
It's
pretty?
yeah, are
Yep.
you who's pretty, which I'm screwed every time on who's beefing with who, and kind of all of that mess, so it kind of, and then we've got, let's not just blame it all on that. We've got a terrible economy that we're dealing with right now. And it's only getting worse.
Booming. It's booming if you talk to the right people. It's the best economy. we've
Groceries
ever
haven't
had.
gone up a dime. That's not
Not a
true.
dime.
That's not
Yeah.
true.
That's the wife just said yesterday that she was walking through the store, and I know we're family friendly, so I'll try to edit it. She was constantly walking through the store hearing, all of these expletives as she's walking by. Anybody who picked up anything or looked at a price tag, they were all in the grocery store.
Look, I like to eat eggs. Like, I'll eat eggs.
I've had words at that.
I've had to resort to ramen
Yeah.
for my lunch, because I would normally like fry up an egg, make an egg sandwich. Eggs, $4 a carton now.
Oh, dude, really?
Are you serious? Like, yeah, $4 a carton.
$3.70 around here. Yeah.
How
Yeah.
many is a carton? Like 12?
12.
A dozen, yeah.
Just 12
move,
eggs.
Move to the third world, baby.
I'm about to buy a chicken.
Yeah.
You guys gotta move down here, man. The 12 eggs is like $2.
Yeah.
That's what it used to be here. Yeah.
There's still 2 here, I think.
We used to
around
get them for under $1.
We went
3 years,
grocery shopping.
4 years ago. That's what it was here. Yeah, before the bug.
We went grocery shopping last night, and we bought a dozen. It cost us $1.43.
There you go. Yeah.
See, that's what eggs should cost.
Yeah, dude.
That's
and the thing,
reasonable.
like Panama's supposed to be like one of the
You can buy a
most
chicken for
expensive-
that. Come on.
Yeah, one of the most expensive countries in Central America, but we're not dealing with those prices, man. That's
We don't want to talk about the price
crazy.
of bacon, do we?
Oh,
Oh,
And
no.
the
No.
dollar, dude,
Any
dollar
meat.
over here is losing value, dude. It's
yeah, it's losing value. Yeah.
yeah.
Beef here is crazy too.
Yeah.
But-
The
But then Americans like to come over here and live, and then
And then make everything expensive.
yeah,
And
and,
raise
and
the
then it gets
prices.
expensive because I mean,
Yeah,
you
'cause
guys are
they want their avocado toast.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it's
telling
not
you.
Americans. Like the things that people say it's Americans. No, it's millennials and like hipsters.
Yeah,
Because the things that
Just say
we have
Pedro.
American hipsters. We have American hipsters, but we also have Panamanian hipsters. And what we want to kill Panamanian hipsters more so than American, because they're making everything expensive and they
More
don't have
than
any-
Americans. Somebody clipped
Yeah.
it.
more than
Yeah, more than-
that.
oh, don't get me wrong. Everybody's dying. But
Everybody dies in Panama.
yeah,
It's like the Oprah of death.
it's a
you get
You
get a murder.
right.
You get a
You
murder.
get a murder. You get a yeah. It's, our kid, you can visit Panama. You'll
love
be
it.
safe for a little while.
Oliver, Ollie.
Yes. What's up?
What do you
man?
prefer to go by?
Oliver, what's okay.
Okay, Oliver.
Yeah.
How is your week going, man?
Busy. We got a lot of things going on over here. We're preparing for a show this weekend at a high school. Those are
Nice.
always fun.
Cool.
So,
Whoa,
yeah,
whoa.
Yeah.
yeah.
How many titles you got on 656 now?
Comic book titles?
Yeah.
Shit. Probably like 10, more or less.
Ah, dude.
You got 4
Nice.
in the local comic book shop, don't you?
Oh yeah. I mean, we got that's the biggest one right now. The Kryptonos. That's like
Mm-hmm.
the title for us right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got a lot of stuff that we haven't shown you guys. So
I'm looking
We're
for it
working on
because I've actually found some CG projects out in the wild. Gary Shipman's Mighty Titan, Mike Barron's Florida Man, Professor Murph's War Party. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking for 616 stuff out there.
656.
656.
yeah, we got.
He's dyslexic.
Blew that.
It's
Okay.
Rex.
I am. I
Give it-
really do.
give him a
enjoy
pass.
things.
It's Rex.
You can find 616 stuff out there all the time. All you got to
All
do
the
is walk
time,
up to your retailer. Retailer will point you right over to a rack and say, "Please buy those."
What would a 616 would be in police code? So is maybe Rex is trying to say something else.
Probably.
No. Yeah, I'm not that cagey.
But man, Oliver, I got a ton of questions for you today.
Sure, man.
So we'll be going over a lot of that. But before we get into that, we need to make sure we welcome the chat. Let's go say hello to the chat. We've got Dave Brink in the house. Hey, it's good to see you here.
Dave.
There's
Hey.
Rex, the Devil Flyer. He is
Some-
both on the panel and in the chat today,
How
filling
does
in
he
for
do it?
whiskey. Yeah. We got Glenn Fleming in the house. Welcome, my friend.
What's up, Glenn?
We got Facebook user just sitting there. Just sitting
Our
there.
good friend. Facebook
Good
user.
Mark
Oh,
and
guys,
Con.
check this out. Thank you, Holocron Records. Thank you for the super chat. So here's what we do here, Ollie. Whenever somebody gives a super chat, pays for membership, or backs one of the projects that we are promoting or we have on the during the show, we say they're flipping us the bird. Okay.
Yeah, before you play it, Luke, menea la Oli. ¿Qué tal contigo? Hit it.
Hello, lads. I hope you're having an
Awesome.
extra crispy morning, except for Luke, who will be receiving potato wedges.
Randy should play that. Taste the biscuit when when somebody super chats. I
Taste
love
the
that.
biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Taste the honey sauce.
Oh my
Is
god.
that the same girl from Surprise, Surprise? Is that
Yeah.
the same song?
I don't know. That's bringing back memories.
It's good stuff. Good stuff.
That looks like the singers that used to be in Walmart when you go into Walmart.
It's pretty close. I think they're in a Goodwill.
Yeah. Oh no, it's that Panamanian guy.
You see, Glenn always with his British.
There's Pedro in the chat and on the panel. Good to see you here. We've got headless bourgeoisie. It's hard for me to get the French in my mouth every once in a while.
Ooh, that's what she said.
That's right.
All right, I'll find it for you.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's another show that won't pass.
Oh yeah.
No, I love that show
right
too.
here, right now.
We've got Henry Thrun in the house. Thrun.
Henry.
I'm not sure I'm saying that right or wrong, but welcome. Good morning. It's great to have you here. Today we've got Benjamin Soto in the house. I smell bacon and chorizo. Never mind, that's just Ollie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, doesn't even
Wow.
smell like chorizo.
Henry
Like,
says,
so many kinds of chorizo. It could be a compliment or an insult. So you gotta be
I'll
specific.
take it as a compliment, better.
There you go.
yeah. Henry says, I'm a software engineer and I sit in one place all day. I'd like to be transitioning to making comics.
You won't
That would
notice
be,
the
you'd love
difference.
it.
Watch
Yeah,
that
you
word
can
You wouldn't,
transitioning.
notice one difference.
Yeah.
Just the
Just
people
give us
around you would
the
be
best,
different.
dude.
Just taste that honey
Yeah.
sauce.
I'm actually getting ready to eventually buy a standing desk thing so I can just elevate and stand up every once in a while. I'm tired of sitting down all day.
Absolutely.
Helen is currently polishing my golden scepter.
Ooh.
That's not.
Yep.
That's not suggestive at all.
There we
Wow.
go.
That's yeah.
We've got Comic Crusader. We've got Al Mega in the house. Whoppa! Good morning, Bacon Knights. Salute to the panel and to the chat. We've also got Francisco
It's a pancho.
Arce. Thank you. That's your last name.
That's my brother.
Andale.
Yeah.
Good brother.
Welcome. Good to have you
Nice.
today. The Shadow Kingdom looks awesome. Yes,
Yep.
it does. It really does.
Thank you.
Welcome, Grey Wolf Comics is in the
That's
house.
right.
Really knocked it out of
Hiya,
the
chat. Good to see you here. Speaking of Russ,
There
there
he
he is. Hi, all.
Black
Comic Book
belt.
Black Belt is in the house.
Hi-yo.
We've got Hojo here as well. Good morning, Oliver. Mi amigo. Bloody Romans. Yep. Luke, you need to buy your own chickens.
Yep.
I would, but
Just don't buy feed from Tractor Supply. It has something in it to keep the chickens from laying eggs. How
Yeah.
wonderful.
really,
Really? I hadn't heard that, but
Little
okay.
additives. You got to be careful.
Yeah, true.
maybe it's the same stuff they put in the Cheerios to keep kids from getting pregnant.
Anytime I see anything that has
We're just-
great value printed on it, I always wince. I try
I'm
never to
literally
buy it.
just making up conspiracy theories as I go, guys.
There we
You have
are.
no idea. It's I had this neighbor that lived across the street from me when I was living down in Florida, and he was very much into conspiracy stuff. And he would come over and give me this newspaper that had nothing but conspiracy theories in it on what they thought was happening, right? And
That
I was
wasn't
like,
the,
I'm like,
the
oh,
Epoch
that's-
Times, was it?
Yes, it absolutely was.
Those aren't conspiracy theories, buddy.
That's conspiracy fact, sir.
Conspiracy fact.
That's what they call. That's what they used to call journalism.
Yeah.
So I would be like, I said, listen. So I would just start making up stuff like on the spot that tied into whatever he was reading and whatever's on the news just to work him up, right?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I
You know what else I'm
realized I have a talent for it.
Yeah.
You know, I have a
Yeah,
talent
you do.
for that
Line him up.
particular kind of stuff.
You're an
Yes,
instigator.
there's a hip hop biscuit. Yeah, I'm not going to use that one today. No,
No.
I haven't uploaded it yet.
Yeah.
Taste.
Hip hop.
No,
It's
now
pretty
I've
good.
gotta
It's got
see this.
Biggie in it.
What is that?
Oh, does it?
Remember-
Yeah, it's got Biggie in it. All right, guys, what do you say we take a look at an article and then we get to asking Oliver here a few questions. What do you think about that?
He gets
Yeah,
$8
let's grill him
$3
good.
from local guy.
Sounds scrumptious. Yeah.
Grill him good.
Yeah.
Let's really grill him.
Yep.
Man, I am losing everything today. Where'd it go?
Don't
Luke's not going to
proclaim
use
that.
the hip hop
Don't
version of Biscuit.
I'm not using the hip hop version of Biscuit.
Biscuit.
That's one of Pedro's younger girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There we go. Found it.
It's a
Zoop.
hard.
Zoop, 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 zoop.
What's up, Zoop?
See this new browser. I got to move where we're at even. Look at that.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So Zoop launches equity crowdfunding campaign. Guys, as you know, this show is sponsored by none other than Fund My Comic.
Yeah, and the letter S.
And the letter S.
And the letter S. Yes.
As in soup.
Oh.
Zoop launches equity crowdfunding campaign.
Fun failing platform.
Comics crowdfunding platform Zoop.
Anyway.
Man, why didn't I come up with that name? I mean, Fund My Comic is too on the nose, I think.
Well,
Way
you know,
too on the nose.
Zoop rhymes with anyway.
Comic crowdfunding platform Zoop has launched an equity crowdfunding campaign on Republic, not even on their own platform, of all things, seeking to raise up to $1.24 million from investors. The raising value, the raise values Zoop at $6. Guys, I'm gonna move this over here so I don't have to look.
You got to say that with a straight face. Come on. Can I can read it.
The raise values Zoop at $6 million pre-money, with a lower valuation of $5.1 million for the first $300,000 of capital invested.
Huh.
The company revealed some financial information in support of the raise. Zoop has processed $2 million in transactions with a 15% commission rate. What the flip? They're charging 15%?
Wow.
From 22,000 registered users in 25,000 transactions. Only 25,000 transactions? That's it? Since launch. Its campaign has an 88% success rate, which the company says is more than double the industry standard.
Now, if you were to walk this offer into Shark Tank, you would probably get laughed at.
Yeah.
Funds processed were 332,000 in 2021, 655,000 in 2022, and 698,000 in 2023. Zoop is differentiating itself in the investment materials by emphasizing services not available from other crowdfunding platforms, including fulfillment, printing, manufacturing, and an e-commerce marketplace. That's not entirely true. Zoop was founded in 2021 by former Comic Blitz CEO Jordan Plosky, former IDW publisher licensing and business development executive Eric Moss, and CTO Marvin Oswald. All three co-founders will be full-time with Zoop for the full year for the first time in 2024.
That's the asking for.
Okay, guys, don't you think like the name Oswald should be like retired, like Adolf?
We could, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a last
It
name.
doesn't inspire
It's
confidence. But
Marvin.
yeah.
Or
Mark.
or Judas.
Or call yourself Ozzy, no, instead of Oswald.
Yeah, exactly.
Plots has a history with crowdfunding. Comic Blitz raised $87,000 on WeFunder in 2017. Other companies in the geek space have also raised equity investments via crowdfunding. Skybound Entertainment was a big winner with a campaign also on Republic that launched in January of 2023 and ended up raising $17 million. Whoa,
Yeah.
that is a lot. $17,043,500 on a $500 million pre-money valuation. Other companies were less successful. The Zoop campaign, which runs until June 13, raised $82,000 on its first day. You know,
grand.
that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah.
But you know,
God bless them.
I'm just gonna
Tasting that honey sauce.
let's look at some honey sauce, guys.
Yeah.
We're very upfront about this all the time. We've had 97 captured campaigns over here. We have 89 currently running campaigns. Right now, we have raised, captured, these are campaigns closed, for $429,793. Sought, captured, complete right now. So of the ones completed, They only were looking for $100,000. That is more than $300,000 more than what they were looking for. Right now, running with our storefronts and smaller campaigns, they're running at $149,936 right now on the website. That's what we've got going.
And
that's
how
our
long?
numbers.
How long has Fund My Comic been in
March
existence?
17th was our 1 year anniversary.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we've got new.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We've actually got new publishers coming on and making Fund My Comic their home. We only offer a 3% platform fee, which is lower than all of the other competitors, but we do have some deals to bring that down for publishing houses and for exclusive creators that want to come on as what we would call ambassadors to help promote the brand. They can save even more money. We are affiliated with Critical Blast, who can do your fulfillment for you.
Oh, cool.
So he actually does a lot of fulfillment for people. And not only do we do comic books, I don't know if you know this, but guys, you can now link over here to fundiverse.com. Fundiverse.com is for everything else. We actually have a campaign live over there. The first 25 campaigns to run live on Fundiverse are going to have a 0% platform fee for coming over and helping us populate that website. But yeah, this is for everything else. So the first 25 campaigns, this is pretty cool, actually. The guy is running a campaign to do a documentary about Bugsy.
Bugsy Siegel.
Bugsy Siegel.
Yes.
The real Bugsy Siegel. Looking for $15,000. So far, 2
He's
backers.
in the cartel too.
Yep. He's in the cartel. Everybody's in the cartel. What are you talking about? We're all in the cartel.
It's just connected. That's all.
Yeah. But that's how it works, man. That's what we've been doing. So I don't know if we could run a crowdfunding for equity, but I don't think we're going to. We're pretty happy with keeping things the way they are.
Yeah, there's no need. Like the things that some people like grow too fast, and then they get like basically swamped by their own overhead. But I don't know. It's happened so many times. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather do it slow and gradual than doing that.
Yeah. Right now, all of our equity is going into further advancements in the technology of the website.
I'm still
So
trying
we're
to
doing
wrap
more
my
and
head
more.
around that 15%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand that one.
Oh no, the thing is, like, I understand when they were coming out. Like it was by invitation only.
Oop.
Soup.
Yeah.
And also,
Soup.
like, we'll take care of everything. Promotion.
Thank you,
printing.
Finatra.
You only
Promotional
have to
damage.
draw. That was what they were selling, and that's how they're justifying that 15%. But
Okay.
it hasn't worked.
Good morning, Dan.
Yeah, what's up, Dan?
Yeah, I don't
How you
understand
doing,
justifying that amount. I don't
Hey, Dan.
understand justifying that amount of money. Guys, we've got 131 people watching right now. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button. So we've got quite a nice crowd here today, and do it.
Hit that like and subscribe.
Hit that like and subscribe button, man. So so we started doing the crowdfunding platform because people were getting jerked around by the other platforms, and we didn't like that.
What?
And I wanted to be uncancelable. I think one of the things that we have to think about is being uncancelable, right?
FMC is a no jerk around zone.
It is. But you know what else is I think amazing for me is I think when I first met you, Oliver,
Oh shit.
was shortly after my nap when I came back on the scene in early 2020.
The long nap.
You're calling it a nap now. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, the long nap, the 2022. So early 2022, right around the time when I started thinking about doing this, I think I met you guys, and you were crowdfunding.
The Kryptonals, probably.
Or
No, it was something else. It wasn't the
Undead Border.
Kryptonals.
Undead Border.
Undead Border. Undead Border, you were crowdfunding. And it was very, I just love the vibe. And so the one thing that really stood out to me most, you know what? You got a nice vibe going on there with the black and white. Let's see if we can, there we go. We'll just,
No, use the sepia. It'll be more like.
Oh, yeah.
Breaking Bad.
there we go. Yeah, there we go.
That Latino filter, no?
Yeah, get the, you feel like you're in Mexico now.
Mexico.
Yeah, Can we get like a guitar strumming, like ding 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 ding? I remember.
My nap. When did you first launch that, Oliver?
I think it was 2020.
Maybe it was 2020. So maybe that's when I met you, like early parts of that. That's right. So I met you before the nap. But when I woke up, like, you guys were kind of...
The world changed.
The whole world changed.
The world's changing.
So I had seen you a lot on some of the shows that I frequented.
Mm-hmm.
But then I kind of felt like you guys just went away. I didn't see you for a while.
Working, dude. we
Obviously, right?
went back to the drawing board and finished
Obviously.
Yeah.
So for the people that don't know who you are out there right now,
Uh-huh.
which there might be one or two of the 136 people watching.
Yeah.
So first off, Oliver, just introduce yourself to our audience and let them know what you are.
Sure. My name is Oliver Lee Addison. I am a co-founder of a group called 656 Comics. We've been publishing comics, self-publishing, here in the border, Juarez, El Paso, Texas. We're actually going to be celebrating our 20th anniversary this year.
Oh, cool.
And we've been doing comics, man, since 2004. And
Wow.
And we're not stopping, man. We're not. I don't see ourselves not doing comics in the future, so we're gonna be here for a while.
That is awesome. So what got you into comics initially?
I think my brother, Francisco, who was in the chat earlier, he started buying me books, and by that time I learned how to draw. I was doing my own things, no, my own drawings and shit like that. I got into drawing by Nintendo and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like back in the day.
Yeah.
And then I met friends of mine in third grade, I think, and that's when I discovered like Marvel and DC, and characters like Wolverine, Punisher, Batman. And all that. I mean, I knew about Batman, but I knew about comic books that had Batman in it, no? And so I started like creating characters and just doing my stories and all that, and that's when my brother saw, hey, I mean, he has talent, so let's like help him out, no? Let's give him like fuel, no, to like keep exploring art work.
Very
and
cool.
Whatever, yeah. And that's when we discovered Image Comics, no, and in the indie scene and all that stuff. So I think my first book was Night Stalkers, actually, from Marvel, and that was a pretty badass series. Like the first, what was it, Midnight Suns? That was like the first run, I think. So it had Ghost Rider in it, and Johnny Blaze and Doctor Strange and all that. And then I was like into it, and that's like my first exposure to horror books. So I kind of liked what I was seeing now. And then he got me Spawn. He got me into Spawn. We also bought The Death of Superman. That was big during that time. He actually had to cut class just to buy a copy. So that was pretty badass.
Listen to your references. I think we're probably around the same age.
Yeah.
And that was just a great time for comic books.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it really was.
And
there was so much material out there that would help a young person make that transition from knowing the characters to falling in love with the books. It's great.
Yeah, man. Also, after my period of like Image, Marvel, and DC, I discovered the indie scene, right? The Creeds, the Cyber Frogs, the Scud, the Disposable Assassin, all those indie publishing houses like Lightning Comics and Harris Comics and all those. And I was like, wow, I mean, and I especially remember Creed, right? Because Trent Kanuga was, I think, 16 when he broke into comics.
Yeah.
And I was around that age. I was like, dude, I mean, if he can do it, then why not? I mean, not us. Why not us, right?
Right. It's like Jim Shooter started working for Marvel when he was 14 years old.
Yeah.
13 DC. Yeah.
Yeah. So when I heard about that, I was like, I could do this.
And that actually like caught my attention more than trying to work for the big two, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I knew a lot of people. Oh, I want to get into Marvel. I want to get to DC, and I was like, no, dude, I want to create my own stuff. I want
Hey,
to
Ollie,
experience all
now
that.
that you said that, you triggered a memory of mine. I want to see if you had that too.
A ver.
You're 16. It's just like, why can't I do it? Why can't I work for the big two? Didn't you have like an uncle or a family member? Like, because you're Latino and you can do it.
No, dude.
I did have that.
Shit. Actually, my parents were very, very supportive of me.
Oh, cool.
In the
That's awesome, man.
art thing, even though times were tough and
Mhm.
they wanted for me to get like a real job and bring
Yeah.
money and all that.
A
But I was
real
like,
job.
no,
Yeah.
that's not for me, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's all right. So I'm just checking because the thing I did fit that.
No,
space.
not in that aspect, Pedro. But yeah, they would get mad that no, stop drawing. That's not gonna lead anywhere. We need money.
Yeah, what you doing, mijo?
Yeah. We need to pay
Not
bills,
gonna
guys,
anywhere.
and all that shit.
Not gonna get anywhere doing that.
You can
All right.
do it.
So
You can
tell me
do it.
about your first published comic book, like the first one that you made that was like finished.
Actually, my first like published work is I got a gig at the local paper, so I did like a Sunday
There you
script every
Oh, cool.
Sunday for about a year more or less.
Mhm.
Actually, I gotta thank my mom. God bless her soul, that she called up the paper just out of the blue. Hey, I got a kid here that likes to draw. I don't know if you guys need him or something. And thankfully, the editor said, "Yeah, bring him, send him over."
So mom was pimping you out to the papers. Okay.
They're like, I have a kid who draws. We need him out of the house. Pronto.
And I got a gig
Ask
drawing in the paper. I still have those. I should scan them and show them around.
You should, man. You should.
Yeah, because it was weird because I said that I was into video games when I was growing up, so the comic that I pitched was kind of like a ripoff of Captain N. I don't know if you guys remember that
There you go.
cartoon,
Yeah.
where the kid got transported into Nintendo world and whatever and met characters. So I did something like that, but funny thing is I used copyrighted material for the story, and
Nope.
there wasn't any problem with that, I guess.
dang.
I mean, Mexico, right? So
Welcome
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Latin
right.
America.
we don't give a crap about copyright and all that. So
Like,
the
copyrighted,
character,
whatever.
the character was transported into the world of Mega Man. So yeah, I was big into Mega Man. I'm still fucking Mega Man badass. And yeah, so that was it, man. That was like my first story there. It was pretty cool. And then I would put in like local spots in the city, like the villains would like transport themselves into the real world, and they would cause chaos in here. And I would get to draw like the president here, the mayor, and stuff like that.
Oh, so they did make you do like political commentary.
I mean, it was right, like in
Yeah.
disguise or something. But yeah, it was like
'Cause
it
I
was
remember
just a scene of like the bad guys just like kidnapping the mayor and all that. Like, oh, we gotta reach to the mayor. And
Yeah, 'cause
who would
the
do that
first
right
time
now, right?
I worked at a newspaper. They did make me do political commentary. Like they didn't let me do comics. It's more like no, like let's see what's happening politically and draw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And it was like $50. Whoa.
Oh, you got paid for that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. You got paid.
Oliver, you're saying you didn't get paid?
No, I didn't pay. It was all about
Exposure.
experience, dude. I was like
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
16, more or less.
Yeah.
17.
Child labor laws.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so 20 years ago would have been
No,
2004.
not even, dude. I was like, what, like 13, 14, more or less. I get my
There you go.
timelines wrong, but it was around 96, I think. That's when
Wow,
I got
okay.
my gig.
So let's fast forward a little bit. You're now you're forming 656 Comics. You said you're one of the partners. Talk about how that came around, how the name came around.
Well, before we talk about that, we had another group before 656.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it
Okay.
was called
All right.
Psicotica Comics. It was people from Ray.
what's up, Ray?
We had people from I met at high school, and then those friends from high school had other friends, and then my brother brought in writers, and we just made a little group. We would just hang out every Saturday, just talking about stuff and whatever, no comics, toys, whatever. And then we like wasted a lot of time like that until my brother came in. Hey, you idiots.
Bums.
We need to start working on something. No? We need to do
This
a
is
comic.
Francisco, right?
Yeah, Francisco. I mean,
Good job, Francisco. Keep him on track.
I didn't bring you guys here just to talk about comics and Superman versus Spider-Man or whatever, no? So so we just got group ourselves together and started working on a comic book, and we just did one issue because after we published it, people got like kind of like jealous of certain things and creative differences and all that. So
No.
It is tough working in a team, right?
yeah, exactly.
Especially when everybody feels like they should have creative say and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So were you the principal artist of that book?
Yeah, I drew the first one. We were three artists, so I drew the first one, and then the next guy was gonna draw the second issue. So we were gonna do like divide like artistic chores.
There can only be one lead singer in the band, man.
Yeah,
You won.
of course. Yeah. So and then when it was time to like give thanks in the book, like the credits and all that, we just mentioned the people who worked in the book. So these guys were like felt left out, and so what's going on here? And we were just like, well, our bad, right? But we weren't thinking about the other guys, but
Well, it's typically,
it just left the sour taste in their mouth. So we just decided, let's go. If it's gonna be like, if this is a sign of the future, so
it's not going to be a good future.
Yeah, I think it's best if we like disband the group. And
I think that's a common story that we hear kind of throughout, especially independent comics.
Mm-hmm.
People talk about, there's those groups that get together and somebody, gets in their feelings and gets in some kind of way, and things happen. Randy and I have been a part of that, and it's funny. It's funny, when you look at that, you look back and see the lessons that you've learned from it. I think I've learned more lessons from those than I have.
They're not failure guys. They're experiences, they're lessons. Don't ever think that I failed at my first company or my first group or whatever. No, it's
or my first 7 companies or my first 7 groups. I mean, it doesn't. Yeah, I mean, you can go on and on. It's eventually you find the people that are good to partner up with. But obviously, you did find out how. Was it just the one group before you met the 656 guys, or?
I mean, it was that group only, and during our premiere of our first book, that's where we met Ray Ramos, the writer of the Kryptonos.
Okay.
Yeah, we brought him over from El Paso. It was like the first con in Juarez, so we were like looking for artists and other comic book creators and stuff like that. So we emailed him, hey man, we know about you guys and we love your work. So why don't you come over to Juarez and show your stuff? And yeah, that's where we started like talking about projects and all that. Ray was actually like standoffish towards us because he was like, I don't know.
I can see that.
I know, right?
Well, I'm not sure about Ray's past, but I mean, most of these guys and gals that you meet in comic books are standoffish.
Yeah,
they've been around a little while. It's like, it's like people don't start out afraid of dogs,
no,
right? It's once they've been bit by a dog or two that they start. It's like the mailman. The mailman's always afraid of dogs, not because it's your dog, it's just because in general, right? And so I think sometimes it's like that in comics. People get real standoffish.
Yeah, I understand. We're a special kind of people, right?
Yeah, we are hurt. Yeah.
But here's the one thing that when I noticed about you guys when I first met you, is you have a childlike love for comics and storytelling. Like you really are. You're really excited about the aspect of making the books and telling the stories. You never got into the dramatics of the internet YouTube stuff, which a lot of people kind of do that.
I guess we're just old like that. No, I mean we don't care about. I mean we when we formed 656, we had our share of drama here in the city because there was a lot of other companies like groups that sprung out during that time, and it was like, you draw like this and you draw like crap, and I'm gonna when I see you, I'm gonna kick your ass and all that.
Wow.
You're,
Okay.
you're like you're
But
nothing to us.
does it hurt more because it's in Spanish? The drama?
Does
Or
it
just
sound
like
better in
telenovela?
Spanish?
It does, right? In Spanish,
Like a
it's a little
telenovela.
harsher. It sounds a
Yeah.
little bit harsher, but yeah, it's. Yeah, in English, you just laugh at it. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It was like, tú dibujas como un pupupi.
Here's one thing I've
Yep.
learned about
Partí la
comics.
madre and shit.
Yeah, te voy a dar en la cabeza, pedazo de cara. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you're like, oh crap, hey,
Oh,
Art,
there you go.
artists fight over,
painting.
like they'll fight over anything, right? And it's really bad about that.
Yeah.
But art is so subjective, and what they call the normies, if you will, the normies, they don't. It's just it doesn't look good. Do I like it? You know, everyone going on about Rob Liefeld not being able to draw feet, but who cares, right? I liked it as a kid. I didn't care.
Interesting you say that. Somebody, I think in TikTok or YouTube, somebody like took that criticism and like decided to show off that Rob did draw feet.
Yeah.
And he got exports one. Look, there's a feet here. There's a foot here. Look, feet, and like.
He drew feet, yeah.
Yeah, I mean weird looking feet, right? But they were feet.
They were weird. They were nubs on the bottom of the legs, so yeah.
But I mean,
that works.
That's beside the point. The whole like Rob Liefeld can't draw feet is kind of like a meme now.
Yeah, it is a meme.
You know what I mean? So,
like Captain America, no, the side.
Yeah, exactly. It's like trying to explain a joke. Like, dude, like you're missing the point. It's just,
See, this breaks my heart. Death threats and vendettas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Comics drama can get way out of hand.
Yeah.
Can get way out of hand.
And speaking of drama, I mean, when we were like starting out, we had a lot of assistance from the government, like grants and stuff like that. That's how we like began to like.
That's smart.
Inject money into our project, into 656 Comics. Yeah, because that's how we started, like doing workshops, anthologies. We got a lot of kids from schools and neighborhoods and like and kids that live like far off at the edge of town that there's no like projects or arts stuff over there. So we gathered people, we gathered them, and then one of the writers actually had a connection with one of the local universities. So we proposed that we have a grant to do workshops, but we need a location. So the university gave us like a couple of classrooms, so we did our workshops there. And then one of these like rival factions are
comic companies,
are distractors.
It's like
they would call
like
the
the Sharks
school,
and the Jets, and
they would call the school and talk crap about us. Oh, do you know that these guys drink?
No. Oh, those guys drink.
We're like, what the? Are you trying to get us canceled by saying that we like to drink? I mean,
yeah, like they're gonna cook meth in that classroom. Are you aware of that?
Yeah, and then the luckily
it happens, Grey Wolf.
Luckily, the guy who answered the phone calls were like a friend of ours, and we just laughed about it. Yeah, these idiots don't even know what they're saying.
So let's talk about that for a second. So let's talk about the 656 guys. How'd you meet these fellas?
Yeah, so my brother Pancho and I, we formed 656, and immediately after we disbanded Psicotica, we printed out a little poster, like a wanted sign, and went to the local comic shops here and just pasted up now. And like a week later, we got calls from people. That's where we met Dr. J. He's a writer. He wrote actually the whole lore behind Under the Border.
Okay.
And he's actually a doctor, so he made it make sense, the whole zombie virus and the and all that. So that was pretty interesting. So yeah, so that from the sign that we put up, he called us, and then we just started recruiting people throughout our time, dude. We opened up an art gallery studio in downtown Juarez, and people would just like walk by and saw our stuff and like, oh, I draw comics too. Oh, okay, come join us then.
So you just made yourself visible.
Yeah.
To like the locals and stuff.
And that's how we met Dario, the artist for the Krypton. So we were just blown away by his talent.
He's got a very cool style.
and he grew, and he matured his art style, and yeah, he's
So whose idea was it to start the company with grants and doing workshops and things like that?
oh, that was actually Pancho, man. He was like, we found out that there's like government assistance to like cultural projects and all that. We actually had a hard time getting funding for comics because that's like, what is that? I mean, that's like trash, no, trash literature or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had to like make a case, no, that no, it's like it's art and literature mixed together, and that's how people over here learn how to read and blah 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 blah. So you had to explain like the cultural impact about comic books in Mexico.
So you actually had to advocate for sequential storytelling.
Exactly. And then that's when and then we also included the reasoning that we're gonna help out the kids, teens, to like stay away from gang activity. No, back then it was gang activity. It's not cartel activity like right now. So like, and that's like, okay. Well, I mean, we can
It was
get
just
with
gangs
that.
back then, huh?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's how we got our first funding, and it was to publish 4 anthologies like for throughout a year. I think I have a few of them here, but I need to look for them. But yeah, that's how a lot of people.
So you guys, so that's really out of the box. I mean, that's
Yeah.
most of the people out there that are trying to break into comics. They don't think about that. Like, how can I insert myself into the kind of lifeblood of the
Yeah.
of my community to start doing comics and so right out of the gate you were teaching comic book skills.
Yeah.
You were teaching love for comic books. You were advocating for this art form. And I'm sure that's probably what ticked people off about you more than your art.
I mean, it's like you said, no, it's like a prison break. You got to show the guy behind you how you did it. So before we got the grants, we did publish a few like titles like from our own pocket. We had to pay out of pocket, and it was like really tough. That's how, and you had to do it because that's how you're gonna get noticed, right, in the scene or with editors in
Yeah.
Mexico City or just
Anywhere.
back then. If you did comics, you had to be from Mexico City, Monterrey, or Guadalajara. Those are like the biggest cities. A lot of people that work on like that are Mexican and work for Marvel are from Monterrey. They have like El Pato Delgado. He's a colorist for Marvel. You got a Marte Gracia. He I think he colored the X-Men House of no not House of M. What is it? The Krakoa saga, whatever. He colored those. So those, I mean, there's a huge like export of talent from Monterrey and also Mexico City. So our business, and this is where the name comes from actually, 656. That's the area code of Juarez. So we like
Okay.
that's like, yeah. I mean, we gotta be like these guys, no? So Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey, and Ciudad Juarez. Those are the major comic book hubs in Mexico.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the reasoning for 656.
Hmm.
And
It's like
I
Earth.
have a question, Ollie.
what's up?
Like within Mexico, is 656 recognized in those hubs you just mentioned? Like
Yeah.
Monterrey, you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, they are.
Nice.
I mean, we had to get recognized. We had to like, hey, mother effer, we're here.
Over
And
here.
Yeah,
we're
there
doing
you go.
comics and
Yeah.
and we got our style and we got our own storytelling styles. And,
It's like you will not deny us.
yeah,
Yeah.
say my name, no?
Yeah.
Say my name and look back.
Say my name.
and that's and honestly that's we're still getting recognized because we're getting invited to shows and conferences.
cool.
And actually we got a trip to Tijuana this coming
Nice.
April.
Those are always good.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about our like comics in the border and all the social aspect and commentary and all that. So yeah, we're still in the map, guys. So don't worry.
Very cool.
So one of the other things that I really noticed about 656, besides just your guys' love for the art form and storytelling, was a very unique and vibrant style that was not typical of U.S. comics.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a minute.
Sure.
Okay. What led you to kind of revolve around that aesthetic?
It's interesting because back then we were like, no manga style, no anime, because it's not that's not Mexican, no, that's not like our style.
Yeah.
And I think that was very stupid of us because I mean we were young, right? We were like, no, we gotta impose our own stuff and screw the rest, no. But then I started thinking, then why are we like adopting the American style, the realistic style, no? Because that's not us, also. So, and after we recruited Javi, yeah, actually the Undead Border, we're like, dude, this is fresh, man. This is
what I'm talking about. This is what I want to show people.
Yeah. This style is like awesome, man. And then you got Dario, the Kryptonos artist. I mean, his style is more like heavy metal and animated.
Yeah.
And then you got Domo, which is my other brother. He's like very underground, very Dan Klaus style, and I mean,
yes. So
very influenced by Dragon Ball also, and you got and myself, right? It's just
in 2022. Deviating from the norm wasn't really accepted as it is now 4 years later. A lot changed.
Yeah.
You know, people are now like, go nuts with the style. It's all stylistic. Let's have fun with it.
I think that's what indie comics should be, no? Like we're not regulated to the house style, no? The Jim Lees or the Mark Silvestris and all that. I mean, I'm not dissing that style or anything, but I mean, I'm not gonna draw like Jim Lee, not in a million years.
But I don't know, like Ollie, like I have to mention something because I see this tone in everything, coming out of Mexico because you have like a rich muralist tradition. Like, you guys love doing murals, and I see some of that pedigree in all the things you do, which is a great thing. So you saying like, that's not Mexican, even Javi, like it's very influenced by anime. You can tell it's a Mexican artist. You know what I mean? And it's but little nuances, little details, how you draw corners, how you work in the background, the positioning of the characters. Like it's very, very Mexican.
There's definitely some cultural influence there. I can see it as well. Yeah, but it's beautiful. I mean, I fell in love with it right away. And so I remember first book was black and white. Then you guys started moving to color. Started doing some color stuff, right? Criminals is in color.
Yeah, we did. I mean, all our crowdfunded books are black and white because of pricing and all that. Cheaper to print. But I mean, we did a color book. That was actually my brother's book, The Third Party, which is a continuation of the strip I did in the paper. The kid that that traveled through the video game world. So we did that also, and that was in full color. And I think that's kind of like. What's the word? Lo meritaba? How do you say that?
It was warranted.
Yeah, it was warranted to be in color because we're having colorful characters, colorful backgrounds. So black and white, I didn't think was like a perfect choice for it. But yeah, so we went into color and we also got a grant for that book. So we could definitely pull off the coloring job in that one. So yeah, we had money to print that. So that was totally great. What does Ray said? This is why we're feared. No one can place.
Yeah, right. Stop looking for trouble, Ray. How are you doing?
Ray's out there.
I just gave up on him, man. Ray just take control, Ray.
Love you too, Ray. Love you.
So I really enjoyed it. Now, again, when I first saw you, it was, I would say, I'm trying to remember what show I saw you on first.
Bancroft.
That was it.
Shay the Red.
Yeah, so it was inside of this kind of like Comicsgate thing, which we're very Comicsgate friendly here. and stuff. But I noticed that kind of when I woke up, I didn't see you guys around that scene that much.
Mm-hmm.
Was that just because you were busy working, or was that, had something to do with just what you were involved with at the time, or
After you saw us at Bancroft, or what
no,
do
in
you
2022 when I
mean?
came back from
you
my
came
nap.
back. I mean, I guess we were just working on Kryptonos, man, because we promised a lot with that campaign, and we over delivered, by the way.
Nice.
So yeah, it was just a tough project to work on because it was like 140 pages, the book, and then we had like 3 supplementals to work on, and we
That is a
recorded
lot.
audio, and then we did like Polaroid pictures, and I mean it was just a ton of work, and we delivered on time. So that was like really,
It's hard to get work done and also be on the internet and be on the
yeah,
shows all the time,
exactly, yeah, it's,
right?
and I know that we get a lot of criticism that you should be streaming more and blah blah blah. I mean we're comic book artists first, guys, and YouTubers last.
I don't think you should be streaming more. I think you should be making comics more.
Yeah,
And you are,
exactly.
and I like what you're doing. Yeah. Okay. So, we just finished up with our first hour here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take a little bit of a break from this. We'll get back in the conversation here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and play a video from one of our sponsors.
Awesome.
The letter S.
In the time before Atlantis sank and the lands of the world were savage and untamed, one man would claim his destiny. Leaving his Atlantean tribe behind and throwing off the shackles of Lemurian bondage, he sailed the seas as a pirate captain before seizing his place as a king. And now that he has the throne, how long will he be able to keep it? This is the Shadow Kingdom, the classic sword and sorcery tale by Robert E. Howard, adapted by Randy Zimmerman, with artwork by Russ Leach. Available now at funmycomic.com.
Available now
Now,
on
Get it now.
funmycomic.com.
Get it.
proudly available.
Guys, check that out. If you're back at the day, please let me know. Flip us the bird. Flip Randy the bird.
Bird.
Randy deserves to have the bird flipped.
Thank
He
you.
deserves more than
He
that.
deserves some bird action.
There's a video on TikTok that there's a guy that actually does a dance, like the little bird dance.
Yeah.
It was really
Like the Kool-Aid man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hojo asks, why do people keep telling me I need my own YouTube channel and platform? I don't think that you do. I mean, that's why we create stuff like this. We bring on people here to talk to them about what they're doing, who they are. I'm building up this platform just because I built a platform. Well, I didn't build.
I built stuff.
I didn't build it. I paid a company to build it, right?
If you build it,
Did you know? Okay, so Oliver, get this. When we first started this we were in 2022, 23, kind of doing this. People were like, "Well, Luke's not building a platform." Like they were like, "He's not physically building it." I'm like, "Yeah, we are." Right? And so when we did launch a year ago, people were like, "Well, you didn't build that. Like you didn't code that." No, I didn't. I'm a freaking comic book artist. I could draw a picture of it if you
I
want.
hired it done.
But no, I hired someone that's what they do. They're smart people. They do those things. I don't do those things, right? So the reason why I invest in my time and energy into this is for educational purpose for people, to help them out. It's to kind of show people how to get into comics, how to do it better, how to be more efficient with it, and how to be happy doing it, right?
Yeah.
I am mesmerized by Wally Wood, a tremendous artist, storyteller, sequential artist that has really come a long way. And he really did a lot for the art form. I think Randy can attest to that as well. But he hated what he did.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. And I've always wanted to work in comics since I was 14 years old. 1994, going to the comic shop.
Yeah.
realizing that Shooter started when he was young, that the other guy's 16, and I'm like, and seeing, Arrow Comics was one of those small companies that I saw that was doing it their way, the way they wanted to on their own. And it just inspired me. I wanted to be a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to do it. And then as I got older, hearing, Wally Wood say, don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah. If I had it to do all over again, I wouldn't do it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get to that point where I would hate drawing comic books
Burnout.
or working in comics.
That when they ask, I'll repeat myself. When they ask me, what do you like give advice to kids? I mean, if you have the passion, the talent, and you want to get into this crazy world, do it. I mean, it's not for anybody, man. It's not for everybody. It's you're gonna get it doesn't pay well. It's I mean, if you're good, you're gonna get paid, but I mean, it
takes time to get paid well.
It takes time, talent, dedication, blood, sweat, and tears, man. But I mean,
but more than paying well, I tell kids, like, dude, keep an eye on your money.
Yeah,
because it's not that it's easy making it, but it's harder to keep it. So, dude, just keep an eye on your money. Do this because you love it. Because passion will bring excellence, and excellence will bring the bucks at some moment.
Well, I told my wife this morning, who works at a bank, I said, look, I got money, but ain't none of it mine.
Life is hard enough without making comics.
It's not mine. It's for the government. It's for bills. It's for food.
It is. It's for the government. It's for projects. It's for printers and suppliers. It's for more the government.
Also, I tell these kids also, man, don't think that you need thousands of dollars to print a book. Just make copies of them and staple them together. That's how we got started too.
I tell
getting to Nash cans and all that.
I tell everybody making a comic is like having a child.
Yeah.
And you have to go through a lot of pain. It takes a few months. You have to know you don't have to know what you're doing. But once you have that kid, once you have that book in your hands, and you have to do physical. Yeah. You don't get the same effect doing digital. You do physical, you hold it in your hands, and it's like holding your own kid for the first time. And that's when you decide, when you look at that book, you get that nudge, and you decide if you're going to be here the rest of your life.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's it. That makes up for any loss of money or any hard times with making ends meet or whatever, because you're giving birth to little parts of your imagination, and that's so important.
Just like a kid.
Yep, just like a kid, to get out there and leave a mark.
But you have to make that idea complete, Randy. It's like having a child without having sex.
Well, there's a lot of that work that's very fulfilling.
Yeah, it is.
And kind of cathartic.
It's not the same as having sex, but it can last longer.
Yeah, that too. Especially as you grow.
Comics are awesome.
And cathartic also, man, because that's when you get to express or vomit everything that's inside you, and
very cathartic. Yeah, when you do it right.
Let's do that here and show the work.
Yeah, just the act of I mean, it's. I think that we can understand that when we first put the words on the page, when we first put art on the page, but there's something about picking up those words and that art and seeing it in physical form, in a book, smelling it, seeing
together.
It, feeling it, the textile.
Yep.
It's
smelling it.
That ink. Yeah, exactly.
Smell the ink in the paper.
Catch a whiff.
It's so good.
Yeah. Taste the biscuit.
Taste the biscuit. It's. It becomes like a drug, and you're going for that next hit, and that next hit, and it never gets old.
No,
like there's never a day when a new book comes in that I'm it's not a big deal.
I honestly, that experience is ruined for me, because then I missed this. I could have drawn this better.
Oh no, that's all part of it. That's all part of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. You did that book in order to mark time, and you don't know how many people have tried and failed just to get to that point, just to make that book to hold in your hands. Everybody has false starts, and I've got a lot of comics that I've got artwork for that have never seen print, but having it in print is such a monumental thing. And the you're looking at it wrong, because if you go back and you look at it, well, you look at it when it's first printed, you can pick it apart, but go back and look at it 6 months, a year, 2 years from when you did it, and understand that you were marking time at that point. This is how good you were then. It's not how good you are now.
I've actually gone back and looked at
such a great thing to do.
So unfortunately, I have to revisit Hybrids #1 so many times in my life, because it's the one issue that launches people into this series. That's now, I'm drawing issue 10 now.
Yeah.
And so it's, it was, and it's followed me through all the companies and places that I've gone, and finally ended up here with Arrow Comics, but it's always been, so it's always with me. I've remastered and done a couple of things to it, but I can now open up the book and look at it, and I see all the same mistakes that everybody else does, and they're like, "Oh, Luke, your art's so much better now." Yeah. It's not really a good snapshot of what you're capable of doing right now. I go, "No, it's not." I said, "But it tells the story well, and it holds up to the storytelling aspect of it."
And it's a time capsule, really.
But it is a time capsule.
It's a time capsule.
But I can look at it now and be like, "Wow, I can't believe I got that part right."
Yeah.
I knew nothing then.
I just want to interject here. Hojo says, so am I in labor now that my books are at the printer? Because my back hurts and my feet are swollen. Hojo, you're not in labor. You are laying in the hospital bed waiting for the nurse to wheel the baby over to you so that you can hold it.
Drop it on your chest.
Hopefully, it on your chest.
Hopefully it was a small print run.
That's where you're at, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully it wasn't too difficult of a birth. Yeah.
Okay. Let's read this article, and then what I want to do is I've got a lot of questions for you, my friend, because I'm really impressed with what you guys have been able to accomplish over the course of the last couple of years. So check this out. We were talking last week that talk about different formatting and doing what's right for your story, thinking outside of the box. 656 thinks outside of the box. They have started with this unique art style and just, really grabbed you and stuff. That is becoming more acceptable in indie comics. I also think because of manga, it's becoming more acceptable. People are liking that. But there was a time when you had to start a YouTube channel, fund on Indiegogo. You had to do it in 30 days, and then you had to re-up at the end to make it 60 days. And then it had to be this many pages, and it had to be this price with this price of shipping. And that was the format. And I think because certain people decided that was the best business plan for them.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody's different. Everybody's customer base should be different. I think if you want to go after those people's customer base, then yeah, you're going to want to do what's good for them. But sometimes you'll find out that your unique viewers and readers might want or need something a little different. And I think sometimes we get afraid to think outside of the box. Mm-hmm. And so we've been talking about different formatting, different, sizing. And there's people that now consume their comics through Tapas or digital. Mm-hmm. Again, I don't think that will ever replace print, but I think right now with the economy, it's going to be more appealing to people. But we've talked about size. We're always talking about size, aren't we? As far as the how many pages a book needs to have. We just had a campaign launch, that just was sent over for approval last night, approved this morning, called The Chosen One, and it is a 12-page comic book. 12 pages. Like that's what they're making. It's beautiful. It looks great. But it's 12-page, like mini comic. And, we think, we got to have a 32 or 46 page book or something like that. But the cost of that goes up, and that's why, Ollie, you said that you chose to do black and white for the crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Because the cost is just so exponential.
And you can
when
print more.
Yeah, you can print more. You've got more to work with. You know, Arrow Comics was a black and white comic book publisher back in the day. One of the only ones, one of the first ones to do it.
Long time
And
ago. Yeah.
and the first to be a creator-owned comic book company.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if you know that or not. Our Wikipedia doesn't say that yet. It should. It really should. But yeah, it was the first
You can't trust
creator-owned.
Wikipedia.
It was the very first creator-owned company.
Yeah.
Where which obviously we know about Image being creator-owned and how that worked out. They just had rock stars. They had rock stars that had already kind of made a name for themselves in the world of corporate comics.
Exactly.
Well, there's a lot of things with Image that brought them to the forefront.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, and some good choices all around. I think on their part, Todd is a genius when it comes to that stuff. He understands diversifying and merchandising. He really does. So, with all of that said, we've been talking about kind of breaking off into doing other things that work for you or for your fan base. Image Comics is doing this. Check this out. Image adds a 6x9 format for Saga graphic novels with a lower price. I think that's the part that we need to even look at there as well.
I like to say to Image that it's about time you guys did 6x9. So,
Right. Are those your 6x9s?
yeah, this is how we did it back in the day, 6x9.
Yeah, there you go.
So we have underwater 6x9.
You've already been doing it, right? Yeah, you've already been doing it.
Oh, dude, Infestación. Yeah.
There you go, man. Yeah, it's 6x9, more than 100 pages. So yeah, even
But-
Javi has his own stuff also.
That's beautiful.
What
man.
do you retail that out for?
Around $10 each.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, then let's
I mean,
look at this.
Yeah.
So Image Comics will launch a new line of smaller, lower-priced graphic novels for Saga, one of its best-selling graphic novel series, in September. The first of the new 6x9 editions has been bargain priced at $9.99. Volume 1 of the standard trade paperback edition also retailed for $9.99. Volume 2 and up of the 6x9 edition will likely be priced at $14.99. You're already beating them, Oliver.
Yeah.
Look at it. What is that? Oliver's
How many pages though?
An Image spokesperson told ICV2, recent volumes of the standard edition retailed for $16.99. The 6x9 format has been more commonly used for titles appropriate for younger readers in the past. For example, Image launched 6x9 editions of the Invincible collection last summer. That's
for kids.
That's for kids.
Yeah, it's for kids.
This is what I was going to say.
So Saga's for kids. Yeah.
Right.
So
Of the 192 people watching right now,
sarcastic.
please do not forget. The 192 of you that are watching, please do not forget to like, subscribe, 193. If you're joining us on Twitter, feel free to go over to YouTube and chat along with us. Or, honestly, StreamYard actually now sees comments on from Twitter now. So you can actually, from Twix, you can go ahead and comment from there. Be sure to share it out, repost it, let people know about Nerd Bacon. And we've got a lot of cool stuff we're talking about today with Oliver from 6x6 Comics. Yep.
So $15 for
$15.
a
Yeah, but
Is it
$16.99.
the price of a normal trade?
and the page count is a mystery, right?
12 pages.
Yeah, how many pages?
It doesn't say.
Yeah, mystery.
It's a
page-
graphic novel, so it's at least 64.
Yeah,
So is it like a compilation of like a reprint then? Is that what they're
No,
Yeah,
this
it's
is
a collection
a
of
new
issues,
edition.
yeah.
No,
it's a compilation of the original run.
They should go black and white and lower the price of it.
Yes, they
even
should.
more. Yeah. It will. This will feature a new cover by Fiona
Yeah, it
Staples.
at that size, would color like get in the way of readability? Because the art's going to be smaller.
Not on
I mean, if-
Saga. Have you
mean,
seen
this-
Saga?
No, I haven't seen Saga.
I mean, is
Okay.
it just to compete with manga and get those manga readers? So go black and white.
Go black and white.
Yeah,
Marvel's doing $9.99 for their digest size
Yeah.
there
editions.
you go.
and use a cheaper
Where did
paper,
you see-
like uncoated paper or something. Give it that
Yeah.
feel.
Watching
Find a
Digest
way
size
to do it.
I-
Yeah.
from the
Like,
adult
what are we
comic
doing here?
No.
Giving Image ideas? No.
Yeah, no,
DC comic.
shut up. Yeah,
Six
that's-
time, That's why we're not talking about anything Arrow's doing because we're doing some pretty cool stuff.
Digest size editions for titles, huh?
So you're already doing this. So what do you think about even further format changes to comic books, Oliver? Do you think like a smaller, even smaller digest size?
I mean, 6x9 is like the standard size over here in Mexico. It's like that's what the indies use, because that's like it's cheaper to print. It's a good size. It's not like mini comic size, which is like what half.
Yeah,
You
it's
have
a
like 505.
Yeah. How many pages are yours?
It depends, but it's above 100 each.
Okay.
So that's I think that's like it merits that size, and like I said, the paper stock, the black and white, and kids like dig it because that's what they're used to, no? Because of the manga.
Right. Yeah.
But the manga here is a big thing, man. We have a ton of bookstores that sell manga. Panini is like
Yeah, dude.
the
All that
manga
America,
distributor
Yeah,
here
yeah.
in Latin America, and yeah, we're swamped over here, and yeah, kids love that. So
It's
we
really
gotta like,
hard to
okay, we
compete.
gotta
You know,
market it to them. No, we gotta like cater to those guys.
it's not much different here. I mean, when you go to comic book convention or Comic Con,
Yeah,
there's very few comics, and it's mostly.
Yeah.
And I get it. I totally get it. So I've recently started diving into One Piece,
Okay.
right? Which there's tons of content for me to.
Wrong
absorb
way
there.
to start, man. That's too long.
and
I friggin' love it. I friggin' love it.
No, it's cool, but if you're gonna dive into that, because I mean, like, since I do animation, I'm always looking at anime, even though like I don't particularly enjoy it that much. Solo Leveling, it's on episode 12. It's a good like measurement to where things are going with those guys right now, animation wise and design wise. And actually, that's from Korea. It's a manhwa, but
Well,
Yeah.
whatever's available on Netflix, because I've canceled my
Okay,
subscriptions to everything else.
okay.
Thousand
No, but you,
thousand episodes plus, yeah.
you can look
Yeah.
for stuff on YouTube on Solo Leveling, and it's
Yeah, so I mean, but I've been getting into it. And I friggin' love it. I just the positive nature of it. The character of Luffy is fun.
Yeah,
The action that they get into, these absurd fights.
yeah.
I love that stuff. I mean, it's entertainment. It's what comic books used to be in the 90s.
And it will get sillier as it progresses. You know.
The racial stereotypes are hilarious.
Yeah.
Boy, they
Yeah, because the racial stereotypes filtered to Japan, which makes it worse, I guess. But
yeah, my son is so much further ahead in this thing than I am, right? So he's like, just wait till later seasons when they like dial it back. They dial it back a lot. I'm like, okay. But I mean, I'm loving it. It's
Are you also watching the anime, Luke?
I am. I'm watching the anime.
There's
That's what I'm doing.
a thing called One Piece, which is like a re-edit of the whole series, but it's more like it follows more of the manga.
Yeah.
So so they cut out the filler and all that.
filler.
Yeah, that's what my son was saying. He's been watching One Piece.
It's more agile. It's more fast paced, and you get the story, no?
Yeah, because the anime, or as I call it, the cartoon and the comic. I still call it the cartoon and the comic because, I mean, that's my culture. That's
or
what
the Japanimation, right, Pedro?
Japanimation. Yeah. So, no, I mean, I'm, and I get it. So just that one, right? So like, just if I take the other ones, you know, like Demon Slayer and some of these other ones that I've been watching, that I know have a manga and an anime that they tie together. If I just take just this one, I get why they're winning.
Yeah.
It makes sense because they're fun. Yeah. They're fun. I don't have to worry. There's no political ideology in it because there's no political idea.
Yeah.
Who freaking cares?
There's one that has the same tone, but in the like a funny way. It's called Mashal. It's kind of like a One Punch Man, but with magic. And dude, very very like funny book. Like you'll enjoy like the anime itself. So I recommend that you check that out.
I get it. I get why they're winning.
Mm-hmm.
I get why the kids here love it. I get why the kids in Mexico love it.
Yeah.
I understand why adults are enjoying it because it's not just for kids. I mean, it's just fun, fun escapism.
I mean, Javi, the artist of Under the Border, he's big into One Piece. His style, it's
Yeah.
very reminiscent of him.
It is.
Oda.
It is.
So yeah, it's
I mean, I'm going to start doing like, I told my son, my daughter the other day, I said, I think I'm going to do some One Piece fan art because I love these characters, but I want to draw them in my style, you know? Like, I think, you know, that would be an interesting way to.
and get the hate from the.
I don't care.
Fan.
Look, I'm used to getting hate. Look, I'm a white, straight Christian man who lives in America.
Oh shit! No.
I'm the most hated of people right now, and I don't give not two craps about it.
You're a minority now, Luke. Welcome to
Right?
the club.
Yeah, I'm a minority. Yeah, and yeah, so I don't care. It doesn't bother me at all. So I'm like, I do what I want. You know, I tell people I've got a permit. I do what I want. It's right here. Check it out.
Not to worry. I have a permit. This just says I can do what I want.
It's that simple.
Just tell him Pedro's my friend, so I'm cool.
Yeah. My black
I give
Hispanic
gravitas.
friend. Yeah.
You got two.
I got two right there. Look. In some circles, that would make me woke.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh well.
I'm woke. I watch Blackish.
I mean, an SJW.
Actual words a liberal told me.
Yeah.
Actual words a liberal said to me.
Nice.
I'm woke. I watch Blackish.
I mean, an SJW once called me a pineapple head. Does the
Somebody called you pineapple head.
Pineapple head? What?
SJW called you pineapple head.
yeah, because I don't know. I was talking about something. He
That
didn't
sounds
like.
pretty racist to me.
Yeah, but the thing is, pineapples are delicious.
Not just
women
pretty.
enjoy-
It's funny, yeah. It's
Women
funny.
enjoy the results of men eating pineapple, so I didn't take that as an insult. I'm pineapple
And
head.
it makes it taste good. So
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I'm seeing a lot of new campaigns that are coming out that are pretty much out of the box. Like they're just doing things that other people aren't doing. And
yes,
it's interesting to see that. It's fun. It's, you know, we've created a platform where people can just go and shop for comic books, you know? So it's, you know, there's no shadow banning. There's no trying to sort through all the other stuff. It's just comic books, right? Like whatever Zoop is supposed to be or what they're trying to be. We've been doing that now for a year successfully. We can't get the notice because we don't play the political games, right? So we don't discriminate based on any kind of political view or anything like that. We have people that are unabashedly Comicsgate that use the platform. We have people that are SJWs use the platform that don't care.
that's good.
You know, we've got people that are just comic book fans there. We've had people that try to do the boob books, you know, the boob covers. Those don't do so well on Fund My Comic. And we were kind of looking at the demographics based on our traffic patterns. And we realized that the majority of the people that visit the site are just there for comic books. They just want good stories, and they're willing to take a chance on what they think might be a good book, but they're not really concerned with collecting pornography. Like that's not really their thing, right? Some people do. That's what the green site's for. Because those people there will, if it's got boobs on it, and I keep telling people, look, if you've got a boob cover, you're not going to do well in Fund My Comic. It's just not going to happen. But if you want to, you know, sell your story and you have an audience. So one of the things that we learned through the whole process of trying to start a platform, which, you know, I don't think that, you know, let me do it. You know, you guys don't have to waste your time doing it because you guys need to be making comic books. I'm trying to make comic books and do it. But somebody needs to consolidate all that effort, right? So one of the things that we noticed was with all of the campaigns, we broke down what Pink and Green Site took credit for. And they were taking credit for things like website search. So if I were to find out about a 656 comic book from you on, let's say I'm watching Nerd Bacon, and I know that you're over on the Pink site, and I go there. I don't know the exact link, but I go to the search and I type in the name of the comic or 656 Comics, and I'm able to find you and back your project based on that. Pink Site and Green Site both take credit for that, but they're not responsible for bringing that traffic to you. They didn't do that. Okay. Now, from their emails, maybe, and those kind of things, so they can take credit for that, but they can't take credit for the searches. And so we noticed that once you cut out the searches, between 70 to 90%, it varied. So I give them a big 20% kind of window. Typically, it was 85 to 90% of the traffic that people were bringing to their campaign. They brought them there themselves through their emails or through online shows like this or out shilling. They did it. You do it. You bring it there. And I thought it's pretty unfair that they're taking 5% of everybody's money when they're not really doing the hard work. We're doing the hard work to bring it there. So why not set up a space where we can do this and we can break out of we're not competing with people that are making tech and people that are doing all that other stuff, So we're only competing with other comic book creators. If you call it competing at all. Friendly competition, if you will. And we're competing against ourselves. Can we bring the traffic in? Can we bring people in? If everybody brought their traffic in, how great would it be for us to have our own space for this? And that's kind of what started that, because I saw people wanting to break out of the norm, And I still, to this day, see people that they seem like they're afraid to, especially in indies, it's now, you've got to run this and you've got to do that and you have to do this. And there were people that didn't want to come over and do that because they wanted to be in comic book stores, right? They're like, the only way I can make it is to go the route of Diamond, Lunar, and things like that. Now, this is almost a contradiction, if you will. But I think we should do that also. And you have found a way to do that also. But you also crowdfund. Tell me about that decision making to move from strictly a crowdfunding publisher kind of form. At least that's what we got for the Americans. What we saw, 656 was crowdfunded, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that move from crowdfunded to also including going into the comic shops through Diamond.
That was like a very fortunate events that just led to us there, because Ray has a friend that has books in shops that publishes through Diamond, the catalog, Blacktooth Comics, I think is the name. That guy changes company names like every week, so I forget the name. So yeah, it's Blacktooth Comics. He was publishing a vampire book, and so he just called us. Hey man, I want to expand the publishing brand, right? So I'm interested in the Kryptonals. So what you guys say? And we just immediately said yes. Let's go. Let's go to previews, man. Let's take up to the shops. So we just took the Kryptonals Volume 1 and split it into 7 issues. And I think it's in issue 4 right now at shops. So it was just like a matter of fortunate events, dude. It wasn't like a big plan. Oh, we gotta get into shops and all that. We were thinking about it, but we didn't know how to. But I mean, luckily this guy came into the picture. But and this is what happens when you go to previews and get your books in shops. That stuff can happen. So unfortunately, the publisher had some financial trouble. So we just stopped at issue 4. But we are going to continue with the rest of the series through crowdfunding. So we're back at square one.
To crowdfunding.
Yeah, we're back to crowdfunding.
From doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
So another publisher came along.
Yeah.
To represent you.
Yes.
Okay. In that matter.
And luckily we, thanks to that situation, we made a lot of friends and retailers, a lot of shops. dug the book, and we're in contact with them, and we expressed our situation, know that this happened, but we're going to continue with the series, but we're going to do it via crowdfund, and we want to do retailer perks and incentive covers and all that, and luckily they're all on board with the thing. So yeah, we're gonna.
Okay. So how much of the back end of that were you aware of? Like the submission process, how the checks work and ordering process, FOCs.
Oh no, all that info was for the publisher only.
The other guy.
Yeah, didn't divulge anything of that. It just told us the numbers, like, oh, we're going to print this many copies, and okay. And
So-
yeah, we didn't get he's very secretive about that. He wasn't very transparent.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's always difficult because I feel
Yeah,
transparency
it's
is always the
difficult
best.
with working with publishers because they're like very. They hold everything close to their chest, and they feel that I like tell them how I did it. Yeah, they're gonna go with another publisher or publish it themselves or whatever. But I mean, well,
Yeah. Well, my goal is to see everybody publish themselves and do the hard work.
Yeah, I mean, totally. I'm for that.
I think crowdfunding and direct marketing, I think, are two big pieces that should go hand in hand. I really do.
And talking to shops, man, like your local shops, and get them involved and give them a discount, and it's.
Yeah, we've really been harping on the marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know much about? Was there any marketing that was done for the previews?
The publisher would just pay the ad, the 1-page ad. That was his part.
That's all he would do.
That was part of his deal, just the 1-page ad.
No wonder he was going broke.
I mean, it was an interesting ride. We learned a lot. Like I said, there's no failures, just experiences. And
so, I was kind of hoping that you did know some of that because I think it's beneficial to our audience.
Oh yeah.
So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So one of the things you have to do is for a new book, you have to submit it to Diamond.
Yeah.
For consideration for solicitation.
Yeah.
And that can take 4 to 6 weeks for them to look at the titles, look over the work, and decide whether or not.
And then look at your media, at your online presence, and all that. But
they
it's
look at
interesting
online. They look at
because the publisher doesn't have any online presence, but he did publish through previews like since 2007. So he has his account since back in the day.
So he had an account, right? Yeah. So like Aero Comics is kind of in the same situation.
Yeah.
We have an account, right? Randy has an account there. It hasn't been active since 2002, I think. Right?
3. Yeah.
2003, right? So, but it's still on the books. But Aero Comics, which just relaunched in 2020, doesn't really have much of an online presence, but I have an online presence. And Randy has a bit of one, and a lot of our creators that are going on have an online presence. And so we have, but one of the things that like specifically Diamond will ask for is they'll ask for a marketing plan.
Yeah.
They want to know that you have a plan to market and sell that book. They're a big advocate, the same way that we are with Fund My Comic, that just putting your campaign up or just putting your book in previews doesn't mean that it will sell.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Yeah. So the way that works is you then have a what we call once it gets accepted, you have some time to market it, and you're basically trying to get retailers to go to that previews link and to order your book. Like you're busting tail to do that.
We did something really, really interesting in that aspect. We filmed little clips, and it was Ray talking to that shop that we're interested in picking up the book, and he would give a random cryptid fact of that state. So we did like 100 of those videos. I have them in my computer.
Nice.
You should share those, like upload them.
You should, yeah.
It was really fun. Hey, Ray Ramos, I read up the cryptinos, and hey, did you know that in your state the Bigfoot was sighted, blah, 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 like that. So we did that 100 times for different shops, and we got a lot of response from that. Not the whole 100 shops, but quite a few. And yeah, we had this marketing plan. Oh, we need to try to go to the book signings and comic conventions, send them posters and all that. And I feel bad talking bad about the publisher, but yeah, he wasn't on board with any of that marketing deal, and
Yeah,
so it was like very.
you kind of have to be, right? So the publisher or group that's doing this stuff, you're your own marketer as well in this. So in order to make money on that, because you're selling, so you have to sell at a 60% discount. So you're making 40% of whatever the cover price is.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to print at that price. And so you're going to have a break-even number, right, on every print run. That in order to go here to this printer and print at that discount to break even, this is the price I can get, price break I get at this quantity. I need to pre-order this many books or else money's coming out of my own pocket.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
So nobody wants that, right? So you have to try to pre-order that as much as you can with that and get those done so you can hit those numbers.
And also looking for the right printer, because printing is what, $2 a book, and that was
it can be. Yeah,
that's not doable in this business.
Well, are you in color, black and white?
And black and white. I mean, it was the Kryptonos. I mean, I have them here actually, but yeah, 32 pages, black and white.
That's actually way. So we have a printer that charges less for black and white, 32 pages.
Yeah. But I mean, that was the
color.
thing.
Like color, our books are like at the quantity that we would pre-order at. We're not making a lot of money. Like we're making pennies, right? So that's part of the process of trying to do that. And so the publisher has to be able to do that for you. Or else what'll happen is there's two things that can happen at final order cutoff. And Randy can probably speak to this a lot better than I can, because Randy's done this about a million times, right? So Randy, can you explain
20 some years ago.
20 some years ago. But explain what the final order cutoff is versus being able to place the order or cancel the book. Can you talk to that for a second?
In regards to Diamond?
Yeah, let's just use
Diamond
Diamond.
used to give us, I believe it was 60 days after the month that the book was solicited in to turn the books in to fulfill the purchase order, or they automatically canceled it. And then on top of that, they had minimums that you had to reach, and they kept moving that line back in the early 2000s constantly up just to keep us see how many more people in the green section that they could drop out. And they had gotten to the point with Arrow where they were telling us, well, this book's been below the cutoff level for 3 books or five books, I think was the magic number. Once you hit that 5th book, they don't want your book anymore.
Right.
We're not gonna carry
So now there are no more minimum orders with Diamond. I don't know about Lunar because I haven't gotten a hold of one of their reps yet to talk about this. So there is no more order cutoff.
But I mean, we had books. We had a phenomenal book that we picked up from a guy who self-published it. When he self-published it, he did all the work on it. It was a barbarian book called Corvus. Okay, he had printed 3 issues on his own, and he is a phenomenal writer. I mean, one of the best writers I had ever come across, period, bar none. But he wasn't a great artist. So we took that title and restarted it with a number 1, found a great artist, phenomenal professional inker, and turned it into just a phenomenal product. We kicked out issue 1. We kicked out issue 2, and it was bi-monthly, so the retailers didn't get to see issue 1 before they ordered issue 2. Went to solicit for issue 3. Diamond told us that we couldn't because that title, Corvus, had already gone through 5 books, and all 5 of those books were below their minimum, and they didn't want it. And we said, no, it's not. It's actually the 3rd book out of the 5 because we've taken it over and we've changed the product all around. They didn't even want to hear it. They were that because you should have seen this book. You can look it up on. You can see the cover on like Bing or what the artwork on that book's phenomenal. Just beautiful stuff. Abdul Rashid did the pencils. Tim Dazan did the inks, and Mick Furnett, who is the writer, was just great on it. The book was really top notch, and they wouldn't listen to us because they counted.
How do you spell Corvus?
Korvus, because they counted Mick's first 3 that he self-published as part of our 5. It was a lousy excuse, and we knew it was a lousy excuse And we told the rep flat out, we've turned this book around. This book is phenomenal. Have you even looked at it? Didn't want to hear it. Didn't want to hear it at all. The book was done. We're not going to carry number 3, period.
What's the minimum order number before you get?
At that point, it was 1,200.
1,200. Wow. Yeah,
and
minimum...
it grew. It started at 8, and they figured out that almost everybody could hit 8, so they moved it up to 10. Lost a few people. Then they moved it up to 12, and then they gave you 5 issues to hit that 12,000 mark. They did that. We were doing an Oz book as well, Land of Oz, that was being written. There's the cover. I inked that cover.
That's a badass cover. Yeah.
Love that cover. And Abdul was just knocking it out of the park. Well, they told us they weren't going to take number 3. So it just literally knocked the wind out of Mick's sales. He got out of doing comics altogether. He was done.
Damn.
And just walked away from it. Abdul, I did a little bit of work for Marvel after that, and he didn't do much sense. And it turned into a major fiasco, and it was one of the things that really stuck in our craw. We had an Oz book, Land of Oz, that Bill Bryant was penciling. And the book had dipped a little bit, and it was regaining sales. We brought Bill Mesner-Loebs in as inker because Bill Loebs and Bill Bryant were good buddies. So they were, passing the artwork back and forth and doing some phenomenal stuff. Yeah, that's the book, issue 3. We printed issue 3 that Mick was going to print on his own, and then we stopped it and restarted it with a number 1. The artwork was serviceable. There wasn't anything right. And now Mick's just doing phenomenal artwork, but he's not doing comic work because the whole fiasco just left such a bad taste in his mouth. He just stopped doing comics.
It looks like Marvel has a Corvus.
They might have gained one afterwards. They didn't have one before. Anyway, it was a great book, and it was one of the really big disappointing things. The Oz book was the same way. It was climbing back up. It was just barely under their numbers.
I have that one, I think.
They called us and said that we had to end the book as quickly as possible because we were below their minimums. And we said, well, you solicit for the current one, it's going to be above your minimums because we saw the sales on it were swooping upwards. Because Bill Loebs was on the book.
That's interesting that they would say that
they wouldn't have anything to do with it. We had to finish it off immediately. Yeah. They gave us one more issue to finish the storyline, and then they were done.
They're talking like they're the actual publishers of the book.
Yeah, well, that's one of the reasons why we stopped printing Arrow back in 2003. I have to take that back. That was the main reason why we stopped.
Wow.
Is because they started dictating it to us when Corvus and they had pulled some other stunts on us before that we had gotten around, figured out little go-arounds that they really were screwing with us hard. And we just decided that was it. Then we went and started printing trades, and they were really happy to have us printing trades. We collected a War of the Worlds set that Caliber currently has, that they still offer it up on Amazon, called War of the Worlds Infestation. It was a beautiful book. And then I put together a group of stories that superhero ideas. I put those together into one book and sent that into Diamond for a solicitation. Sent them a full solicitation. Wasn't in previews. We tried calling them. They completely ghosted us. Wouldn't answer our call. 3 months later, we finally got a rep to answer, and they told us because the superhero book that we had sent them was in black and white, they weren't going to solicit for it. Because nobody wants superheroes in black and white. That's the story they gave us at the time. And that's what really stopped us from publishing. I got out of from doing direct market stuff, got into doing commercial work, started my own apparel business, and just, I was done with them. And then for 10 years, I printed my own newspaper, comics paper that we solicited for here locally.
Nice.
But like I said, working that really put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. Working for the direct market was because of the way we were treated from Diamond, and that we were done. And then after those 10 years, after working on the paper for a while, and I'm in the Flint area, the publication was called Flint Comics and Entertainment. I don't know if you're aware that we had a little water situation.
Yeah,
here.
I'm aware of that. Yeah,
everybody's aware of it. The
I
water
think the
was
whole
tainted.
world is aware of that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that really, we were advertiser supported. The paper was, and we gave it away for free. And when the water situation sprung up, all of the little businesses' advertising dollars just went away, and so we couldn't keep the paper active. Well, at that point, crowdfunding was really picking up, so decided to swing back into that. Then we got involved in a
Fiasco.
stupid publishing or distribution fiasco, and so Arrow's back, and now we're looking at getting back into the direct market again.
Distribution's always the issue, right? I mean, think about it.
It is.
When you watch the show Breaking Bad, what's Walt's biggest problem? Distribution.
Yeah,
It's not production. He can produce all day. It's distribution, and that's where it comes down to.
Is that the famous Spencer deal? Is that
That's the famous Spencer deal, yeah, that we're talking about.
The infamous.
The infamous. So going back to this, so there's no more minimum orders anymore. That's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can print, like if you get 50, you can provide 50, but you are selling them to Diamond for the price that they pay. Whether it costs you more to print those or not, that's on you. It's coming out of your pocket, right? So, but there is a final order cutoff for an FOC. You'll hear about this a lot. So a publisher can be like, all right, well, I at FOC, we only had 300 or 400 pre-orders. I'm going to go ahead and fulfill that, hoping that by the time we get to month 2, 3, or 4, or issue 3, 2, 3, 4, that the orders are going to go up, right?
Yeah.
That's the
So
hope.
Yeah, so you expect to take a bit of a loss on the first couple issues. That's the hope. And so you can quickly use up all of your liquid assets on overprinting those books or fulfilling the books that didn't order well in those stores, in retailers, right? So, but you can have the decision of, well, when we get to final order cutoff, where you can either decide that you're going to fulfill or you're not going to fulfill. If you decide you're not going to fulfill, that's going to hurt your relationship with Diamond, or your distributor in general. That is going to hurt you. But a publisher can make that decision that we are not going to continue that. Or what you do is, it probably, in your publisher's case, you get to book 4 and you realize we're not making any money on this. We're out of funds to be able to spend on this. The pre-orders never got above a place where we can print and make money. Like we don't have, because what happens is you don't get the money for those pre-orders right away. Okay, so the pre-order comes in, you pay up front to print the books and have them shipped to your distributor. Then the distributor has been paid for those books already. We'll get those books sent over to the retail locations. And then the distributor, within 60 to 90 days, usually it's a 30-day net, 60-day net maybe, will pay you. So you're waiting 30 to 60 days, 2 months, to get paid for the book that you just paid for up front to have printed. If that makes sense.
And that's if there's not a bug in the works. Like when the bug came in,
Right,
Diamond decided that they weren't going to pay anybody, or they were going to pay them on percentages. So all of these publishers were left literally in the lurch. That's why you have Marvel and DC pulled out and went with Luna and Penguin, because they violated their exclusive only contract by not Diamond wasn't performing. So they left and started found their own distribution deal.
Carrie would like to know why we call the show Nerd Bacon, because everything is better with bacon, and this is the nerd version of that.
Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It was in Espanol. It would be tocino ñoño. But
Headless says the owner of the LCS I
it's
frequented
not the same brand.
from 1987 until he retired in 2021 used to buy tons of stuff from Small Press Expo every year to put on the shelves.
Yeah.
And you're starting to see a lot of people now moving into direct to retailer kind of models. ICV2 has a thing called ICV2 Direct now that publishers can sell to retailers directly to them. So they're kind of a hub like what we are. Mm-hmm. It's basically the same version of what we were trying to do with Iron Age distribution. So now we have to rethink that model altogether because it no longer meets that need.
Well, we're really hoping that they get that off the ground and it's very successful, because that would be a great way for retailers to get some really great product and for publishers not to break themselves getting it to them. So,
why is the show not called Nerd Chicken?
Nerd Chicken. Master Swag King.
We're not sure.
Chicken.
Because bacon's better.
Yeah.
What's better, chicken or bacon wrapped chicken?
I can ask that.
Joe.
I can answer that without getting this show in trouble, Luke.
You can. I can't.
Everything sizzles with bacon.
We have 216 people watching right now. Please be sure to like, share,
bacon,
subscribe, let people know about it, comment, let us know you're here.
We appreciate everybody out there.
I'm having pineapple juice right now, FYI.
Because if we called it Nerd Chicken, we could be inclusive.
Yep.
Pineapple juice from your head?
DI requirements. Okay, that's pretty funny.
Pineapple juice from your head?
Yeah, for the head. Yeah.
So that whole process of distributing, now you guys are going to handle that now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, directly. Even there's going to be a headache for retailers because they like their previews because it's like organized and better to like, one-stop shop.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're interested. So
So do you feel okay with talking about how you plan on going about that, sharing some knowledge, or?
I mean, it's just we talk to local shops and
lots of
email
hustle.
people. Yeah, I mean they're interested, man. Well, there's no more to it, man. It's just, hey, we we stopped publishing the book because the publisher had trouble paying it, so we're gonna continue on our own. Are you in or you out? Because a lot of people dug the project, and we just contacted the people that ordered from preview. So that luckily I managed to get all those shops.
Well, that's great. How many shops were ordering? Do you know? Well, you do know, but
about what, like 20 shops more or less.
That's not bad at all. So
Yeah.
20 shops. Do you know what your pre-order numbers were?
It was around like 800 to
that's
1,200.
damn good.
Yeah,
good for you.
That's actually really, really good, because the average order right now for small press is 500.
Yeah,
like that's that's what you have to expect.
They're above the norm. So this is like a back of the truck operation. Like you drive directly to the shops and drop it there.
I mean, I guess that's gonna be it. But I mean, we're just gonna have to make it very competitive pricing.
Yeah, dude, and that's the thing. Like,
Gary's speaking my language.
We have the comics. We have a couple of lawnmowers. We sell some fruit. Dude, it's gonna be
some orange bags and shit.
Some orange bags. Yeah, dude, come on. We're Latino. We can do that.
I like that. So in Jacksonville, we had these people that would put out the big orange coolers, and they would make up like these juices and put like pineapple stuff out front. And you can go and you just buy this ice cold juice mix drink, whatever they were putting.
Be careful with those, Luke, man, because
dude, you're gonna get churro. That's
exactly.
Yeah, you're gonna get It's
does he know what churro is?
The runs.
Yeah, I know what churro is.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Sorry,
you live,
guys.
you learn.
It's Ollie's fault.
It's called my weight loss program. I know whenever I need to drop a few pounds, I just go drink a couple of glasses of whatever they're selling.
Get that smoothie cleanse.
I mean, they're stirring it with their hands, for crying out loud. You know what you're getting.
Exactly.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You're getting a little extra.
With
it's a flick of the wrist. Yeah, it's a flick of the wrist.
You're getting a little Perez in there.
Like carnival food. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a bit salty. That
a friend of mine there. In fact,
Gatorade.
there's a guy that's actually I got a character based off of. Danny, real life Danny. We're driving down the street and there's somebody selling kebabs on the side of the road. I said, dude, stop. We're going to eat. He's like, what? You stop at these things? I go, yeah, absolutely. And I bought a couple kebabs and he's like, that's one of the best things I've ever had. And I go, yeah. I said, you just don't know, man. You gotta.
Yeah.
He goes, I always saw all these places were all shady. I go, you gotta. I said, look at who's doing it. Like, look at the people, and if they look like they're not shady, then go for it. Yeah.
Was there a line of people, Luke? Or?
There was, and if there's a line of people, you always go. And there was a line. I said,
yes.
I said, no, rule number one, I said, there's a line, and said that lady looks like she can cook. It was a lady and her kid, and I was like, they're not shady at all. I said, they're like, this is, and they need this money more than McDonald's needs our money for lunch. They need our money, so let's give it to them.
If the place is empty, don't stop.
Yeah.
Continue your way.
That's a mistake.
Trust the locals.
Yeah. How are you
Trust
ever going to
locals.
build up your resistance if you don't try it at least
Exactly.
once?
That's the
God,
Right,
I
you got
mean,
especially if
man.
it smells good. That's right.
All right, so we've got now you're handling now your own distribution to retailers. Now, are you going to do that yourself, or are you trying to bring somebody in to help you with that?
In-house, everything in-house. I'll get Ray to help us, and it's everything's in-house.
Yeah, that's fun. So are you?
I mean, if you want to save money, you do it yourself, I guess.
Yeah, dude.
So are you going to do all of the pre-orders through?
We're gonna do Kickstarter. We're gonna do a
So you're gonna do
Kickstarter
some-
campaign and just send a link to everybody. And
I hate hearing that.
Yeah, dude.
You should do a Fund My Comic
Yeah,
campaign.
fund my comic campaign, baby. Come
Same
on.
applies for good barbecue everywhere. Headless bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
You know, publishers save a lot of money
we
running
haven't
with Fund My
decided
Comic.
on where to launch the campaign also.
I'll talk to you afterwards. I might be able to talk you into it.
All right.
The only thing I don't like about the
We're the
green
future,
site
baby.
is the level of scammers that will
So many.
come down your throat.
You know, I have the ban hammer out.
Nice.
And when I have active campaigns, so that when the scammers come on the site and message me, I go on and immediately disable their account.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you get a scammer, you just like, Luke@fundmycomic.com. This moeffer just did this. And I'm like, boom, ban hammer. Because there are no Fund My Comic experts.
No.
I freaking own the thing. I built the thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm not an expert.
Wait, whoa! You said you built the thing.
Well, I didn't physically build the thing. I can't believe that was like the thing. Somebody was going off that you didn't code it. No. I'm like, of course not. You don't want me coding it. It looks stupid.
When we ran the Dead Stop Second Chance on Kickstarter, we got a few messages from people. Oh, how are you going to fulfill? And I was like, hey, are you going to buy a book or not?
It's like we've been doing this for a while. Yeah, I think we got that covered.
There's always the naysayers.
Always
No,
naysayers.
but there's some of the naysayers. It's like, yeah, I can help you with the marketing of your campaign.
Yeah.
Those aren't naysayers. They're snake oil salesmen.
Yeah, exactly.
But when you tell them that,
you with your marketing. Yeah.
but when you ask them to like buy the book, oh, okay, so you're gonna purchase the book because I'm gonna fulfill and crickets, nothing.
Yeah, they disappear.
What's up, man?
What's up, big
Yeah,
Cole?
because they're not really interested. What they want to do is they want to sell you their service.
Yeah.
They're selling shovels in the gold rush.
Like
what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Like I get a ton of messages all day about people wanting to sell their SEO services and marketing services to me. Anybody that is coming out of the woodwork like that, I normally ignore. I think, well, I mean, you guys probably have your stories too, but there's a lot of people that want to exploit creators in this business.
Yeah.
That's it.
What?
That's it. Yep.
You need me, do I?
So
I'm tempted to those like services that we'll get you backers and
They won't.
Well, that's
they
why
don't work.
That's why they say that.
yeah,
playing-
it's
There's
like,
enough
shit,
gullible
dude.
people out there.
Yeah.
it's only
No,
$20,
they're-
but I mean,
they're
not
playing
a lot
into
of
your
money.
they're playing into your insecurities as an artist.
Yeah,
You're like, I just want to draw and be here, and do my thing and have somebody else. That's how you get intercourse. So do the work, baby. Do the work. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes you don't want to be online. You don't want to be out telling people, hey, I'm great. Some people don't like to say they're great.
I'm gonna
Get
kick your
that.
butt. Buy my book.
Get past that and
Right.
just just get out and sell. This snake oil salesman, like, dude, I was soured from Kickstarter because, dude, it was like 2 weeks of never-ending messaging. Oh,
Yeah.
I really love your book. I really love your
Yep.
book. You know what you do? You should talk with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna help you with the marketing.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you chicks and drugs. It's like, dude, it's all right.
Dude, I'm in Panama. I already got that.
I'm
No?
in Panama. I got the chicks and the drugs. The chicks are a little bit old, mind you, and they're like,
I mean,
yeah.
if you're into that, Pedro.
Dude, no, I'm old. I'm 50. You
Oh.
think I'm gonna be
Expiration
chasing?
day.
Yeah, you think I'm gonna be chasing a 20-year-old?
Right.
I'll get sick. I can't do it, man.
Yeah. It's
I'm
nuts.
not a machine gun anymore. I'm more like a musket.
Wow. More like a flintlock,
It's
I
just
would
with a
think.
slow reload.
Yeah, slow reload once a day. You know, that's all I need. So I need somebody who's in my league. Yeah.
And bad aim, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like a blunderbuss. It's gonna be once, but it's gonna be fear.
Blunderbuss.
Yeah.
I mean, but you're absolutely right. People will prey on your insecurities, and they promise big and way under deliver.
Yeah,
You
But
know,
that's not Luke.
no,
That's
no,
not Randy.
I don't make any promises. I don't make any
Wow.
promises.
Okay.
I promise to do my best. I promise to try my hardest. But it's a grind. It's a total grind out there every day doing independent comics, and you've got to have like the heart and the gusto for it. The business side can get really frustrating. So you have to fall back on that love of comics. So let's talk about that for a little bit. You're an artist. Which titles are you drawing right now, Oliver?
I'm actually going to start working on my book,
Oh, cool.
which is Go Zombie Stirring, which is I did a little like a 6-page preview on the Guazine. I don't know if you remember that campaign we did with
Yeah.
over at Eris.com. That's Brian's joint over there.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, I did a 6-page preview, and then you know what, I'm gonna just go for it. Finish the story, do a 24-pager, and
Nice.
hopefully get it done by July, because that's there's a con. We're gonna head out to Albuquerque this year, so I might premiere there. And also we have the 20th anniversary one-shot special edition extravaganza book. That's a long ass title.
That is a very long title.
You know, I did it on purpose.
One
So,
shot
yeah,
anniversary
we're-
extravaganza.
Yeah, we're doing a little crossover between all our characters, because
Okay.
we have a bunch of characters.
You do, man.
Okay.
10 titles.
Yeah, no, I think it's more, dude. I just put that number out. But yeah, we're gonna get the whole crew, all the artists, to draw 6 pages in the book. So it's gonna be Dario from Cryptinos, Domo from Antagonist Club, Javi from Undead Border, and myself. We're gonna do a jam, draw
Nice.
the comic, and written by Ray Ramos and
Oh, there you go.
myself and Pancho.
Ray's,
We're gonna-
I remember his first issue of Cryptinals
Yeah,
on the Pink site did well, like 17K, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
we did very well.
Nice.
It was an interesting experience, that campaign. It was really cool, and yeah,
I've learned with those big number campaigns, like, I think a lot of creators out there getting started, they see those numbers and they think, wow, that's great. But they don't realize how the cost, like, exponentially goes
yeah.
up with the, because there's more that you have promised, stretch goals start adding up. And you sometimes don't make as much with a big number campaign as you do a small
And
number
and,
campaign.
and the stretch goals, we kind of shot ourselves on the foot, because
Right. On the
foot,
we had like very low stretch goals numbers.
Yeah,
And
I've done that, yeah.
yeah, and like, oh man, it worked. I mean, we always go into this like thinking it's not gonna work, so we gotta let's price it lower, so we can at least
Right.
make our money or whatever.
You second guess yourself on those
Yeah,
things.
and that's when you like. screw
I did
yourself.
that with Rift Riders. Now, Rift Riders was profitable in the end,
Yeah,
but it was, we set our stretch goals pretty low, and I didn't think we were going to really make it until then we got on, and Ethan spotlighted us on his show,
Yeah.
and it just took that campaign to the
is that the book
Another
you
level.
did with
Piper.
with Piper and Dillard, right?
Yeah, Piper and Dillard, which we're going to be working on a second issue, but Dillard's pretty busy right now. So we are going to be doing another issue, but
Interesting.
I've got a lot of side quests that I have to wrap up here. So,
oh man, I'm like you right now. Yeah, before I could start working on my stuff, I need to fulfill Dead Stop. We're gonna do that this weekend. We got the show coming up and the anniversary book, and yeah, it's a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that we gotta. Right now, I got all the guys working on thumbnails, and I set the deadline like for today, so I should be expecting all those layouts right now and review them, and then correct. And it's a lot of work in comics, guys. So if you're into this, welcome. If not, go be a doctor or a lawyer or something.
Right.
Or a cop. It's safer.
Or a cop, yeah.
Or a cop. I don't know about that.
No.
It's not
safer than comics. I don't know. It's pretty. It's
you get about as I don't know. I don't know. You probably don't get as many death threats.
Yeah.
It can get nuts out there. It can get real nuts out there. But tell us about some of the stories that you have with 656.
I mean, Undead Border. You got Undead Border Escape or Die, which is part of the Undead Border saga. We did a first issue back in. I think that was our first book when we were 6x6 Comics, which is I thought was like an easy story to make because it's zombies in our city. So basically, it writes itself. So that was our first book, and then we decided to that's when we got the doctor involved, and he just ran with it. No, he created the lore, the characters, and how does the virus work and all that, and from that main story, we decided to make spin-offs out of it, and that's when Escape or Die comes in, no? Which is this book right here, the one that Javi drew with the anime style, and we went crazy with this story because what the doctor wrote is more serious, and we just you know what, let's go the opposite way. No, let's make it fun, dynamic.
Just go nuts,
let's go nuts. It's like Mad Max meets Return of the Living Dead and the Living Man.
On that border was in Spanish first, right? That's Infestación.
Infestación.
Okay, gotcha.
So Infestación, we actually had a meeting with Adam. What's his? I forget his name.
That dude.
Yeah, he did another zombie book. I don't know if you guys remember. College of the Dead. Adam.
Oh yeah. I remember College of the Dead. Oh, Adam Post.
Adam. That Adam.
Yes.
So he helped us. You know what? You guys need to change the name if you're going to English, because Infestation is very generic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he actually helped us came up with the name Undead Border.
It's a very good name.
So wow, that's very.
Yeah, it's very
cool.
It
works. I mean, it's not there's not a name like that out there, so it's very recognizable.
Very unique.
Yeah, very unique. And during this time we met Javi at a con in Mexico City, and we saw his style and his artwork, and was like, dude, this is perfect for this story because the characters are skater kids, and the main bad guy is very eccentric looking, and so I think his style would be perfect for that book, and that's one of my favorite books actually from the company.
Okay, so that's your favorite book.
Yeah, it's.
That was what I was going to ask next. Which one's your favorite story?
My favorite book are the ones that I work on actually.
Yeah, of course. Why not? Right? It should be.
Sure.
So,
it should be.
We got that one, and then we have this one was cool because this was a grant. We received a grant to work on this Cronorante, which is how we translated, Pedro. You're better with English than I am.
What was the name?
Crono Errante.
Help him out, Pineapple Man.
Yeah, the Time Wanderer or something.
Yeah, more like it's a book about time travel.
Yeah.
So basically it's we worked on this during the height of the cartel wars over here in Juarez.
Okay.
It was damn, we gotta try to say something, no, and stuff like that. So yeah, here's a.
Show it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We went crazy with this. We have a lot of
Hey, Ray is fighting for love here.
we're fighting for love.
Yeah, like I came up with that name. The fuck.
On the border, he did.
Yeah.
He said Adam called it Border Dead.
Border Dead. Yeah, there you go. There you
We,
go.
we workshop with Adam, but we came
Alright,
up with the name
I
after.
love Ray,
So-
man. You're the shit.
I'm sorry, Ray. I got the timeline wrong.
We've got about 40 minutes left here. I do want to ask, okay, so you mentioned that before it was gangs, now you're dealing with cartel, you have a book dealing with those kind of things, cartel wars. We are in a kind of a not so time in our world.
Yes.
And I'm sure being a border town, what's it like with especially with the kind of open US borders right now? What kind of traffic are you guys seeing through there with where you're at? Like, how does that affect your world?
I mean, it's a very delicate subject, but yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
With all the immigration, all the what is it, Venezolanos, Cubans, and all that.
You said it. Sorry.
I mean, it was pretty hectic. It was pretty crazy over here. A lot of crime, a lot of harassment with the ladies and all that. It was pretty crazy. I don't know if you guys saw, but an unfortunate event occurred during that time that a lot of immigrants died in a. I think you were in that stream, no, Pedro? We talked about it. A detention center where they were housing immigrants burned down because they were trying to. They set a fire trying to like escape, but you know what? They
were fighting for better accommodations, and they started the fire.
And they set the fire just to like call attention and to open the doors and all that. But you know how Mexicans are. Somebody forgot the keys.
It's like, oh, fire!
And yeah, so it was really tragic.
Yeah,
a lot of negative press on our city and all that. But
dude,
after that, everything weirdly calmed down a bit with all the immigration. But that's
they were like, "F that town. I'm not going back. Not going back there."
But that's your problem, guys, because everybody's over there now, and El Paso, and I don't know where else.
They're going to Tijuana and all the other way around. Yeah, dude, like
it's a human health issue.
Yeah,
that's going on, man. I mean, there's so many problems there that.
Dude, like this
with that whole thing
has turned Panama into a serial killer.
Sure, we have a secure border.
Yeah, because they all wanted to like go to the Darien Gap, and I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like the most inhospitable jungle in all of America. I'm talking about the continent. Like,
and
you just don't want to go there.
And the cartels and the human traffickers are just taking full advantage.
Oh yeah, they're
of this situation,
and they're extorting all these people that are coming here, and trying to seek a better life, and all that, and it's really sad. They keep finding mass graves of immigrants over here, and
skulls, man. Skulls everywhere.
It's horrible. It's horrible, and the government isn't doing crap about it.
Dude, like
on either side.
Yeah, 2 weeks back, they found a whole family mauled by coyotes.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude. It's just like, why, like, dude? Like, I don't get
trying to cross the border, Pedro, or
no, like, so they went through the Darien Gap, but they just keep on walking, right?
Yeah.
And now in the central provinces of Panama, it's not like a desert, but it's drier. And the big problem, because there's a lot of like cows, is bands of roaming coyotes. And if you're going to your car, you're not going to have a problem. But if you're walking,
coyotes, man, they're vicious.
Yeah, you're
all right.
Walking away.
We have 224 people watching right now.
Hey,
Oliver, is there anything that you want to tell those 224 people?
Sign up for a new project.
Sign up for the new project. Can I share that?
Yeah, sure. Let's go. We're actually premiering the sign up sheet today. So.
There you go. Oh, dude.
Yeah, that's.
Oh yeah, I'm in.
Look at wrestling poster. I love it.
That looks great.
That drawing is by Rich Ayala, Roach Balls,
Yeah.
Roach Balls fame. So yeah, we're this is our 20th anniversary one shot special.
What happened to Rich? I haven't seen much of him.
Oh man,
He's
Rich is
been around.
busy, man. He's just
Yeah.
drawing. He's got a lot of commission, a lot of work.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
he's-
made a couple people mad.
I mean, I talk to him every day. We're just talking about our projects, changing ideas, and we're gonna work on a crossover pretty soon also. So stay tuned for that.
225 people, Vaughn, and they are on Twitter. We have a total of, well, let me see, like 100,
I heard
almost
you
two,
kinda go by
almost
that,
200
too.
people of them are on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you
dude.
can tell me
Twitter is
how
gonna
many.
become the new place to be.
Twitter
man.
is the new place to go. That's where people are going.
See, Hojo says Rich is working on the plunger. Yeah,
Do you remember that? Yeah.
doing the ad.
Plunger.
Plunger. Yep.
He's also doing another comic that I'm gonna color for him. Also, another gig that we got hired to do.
Yep.
And yeah, man, it's just he's been working, man, and you just gotta do the work now and
Oh.
and hide. I guess.
So if there's some advice out there that you have for someone that is maybe one or two books in, maybe they don't even have their first book, what's some advice for those folks starting out?
I mean, just don't worry too much, guys. Don't overthink. If you feel that you're not there yet, publish it still, man. That's the way you're gonna grow. You're gonna learn from your mistakes and also be very critical of your work. Don't rest on your laurels. I mean, it's you just gotta be out there, dude, and take the hits, man, and you're gonna learn from that, and you're gonna learn how to fucking lay out your book if you do it by yourself, by doing copies and all that, fanzines. That's how I started, and just publish it, man. Go for it. Don't wait for it has to be perfect. Nothing is perfect, man.
Yeah, someone's always gonna hate you.
Yeah, exactly. We did our first book. We published our first book back in 2001, and I look back at it and I was like, "What was I thinking, dude? What the hell?" But that helps you, man. That motivates you to keep growing, to keep publishing, to keep doing it.
That was where you were at artistically then,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You kind of grow.
Exactly. Yep. You're marking time.
Yeah, if you don't look at your past work and say, "Oh, gotcha," then you're not. You're not.
And also, and by printing it yourself, you're gonna learn how to lay out your book, margins, bleeds, all that. That's gonna be very helpful for once you go to print at an actual printer. You'll have that knowledge, that basic knowledge on how to lay out your book, all that stuff. Because a lot of people that I've seen in crowdfunding, they don't know how to lay out their book, their margins and sizes and all that, and they're like, and they have this. They do full bleeds, but they have a white border around it, so they didn't size it properly. All that just you learn it from doing it yourself.
You really do.
Fanzines and all that.
You really, really do. Yeah.
Or you can hire us and we'll do it for you.
All right. Yeah, you can hire 656. They'll do it for you. I think having heard you talk today, I think another good takeaway from this is to just keep your head down and get to work and be busy.
Yep.
It's very tempting, to engage in the
Drama.
Yeah, in the drama of it all.
It's addictive, no? Fighting online,
yeah.
talking to screen names of anonymous people. I mean, but in the end of the day, you need to deliver your book. I mean, if you're an artist, though, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Gotta deliver your book. Gotta deliver it.
Yeah, it is about getting that product out there, that vision, that thing that you're working so hard on, get it out there to people.
Yeah.
So what is this Border Mayhem All Stars all about?
So yeah, it's a 24-page one shot. It's a crossover. We're gonna have all our characters get involved in the story. We got the Man Dog, Rajon, Kid Cthulhu, La Llorona from the Cryptinals. We got Dante, Tanya, Santa Catrina, the Jugman from Undead Border. We also got Sturban, got Zombie Kid. Got a lot of characters that we haven't shown off to you guys yet, but we have a lot of characters of some known, some unknown, and yeah, they're gonna duke it out and see who's the top dog or something. No.
Hey, we got Julius screaming on the chat. How you doing, man?
Say what?
We got Julius.
Julius.
So where's this set? Is this in El Paso?
No, it's in Juarez. It's
Okay.
kind of like a cross between Secret Wars and Marvel versus Capcom. If you guys have
Okay,
seen
yeah.
video games. Yeah, it's like we don't need I mean, there's a story. We try to be like very cohesive with the story,
Yeah.
but it's just a reason to like see these characters like beat each other up. And I think that we're gonna deliver in that. I mean, the story's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. The art is gonna be pretty cool because I mean, you already know how Dario draws, how Javi draws.
Yeah.
You're gonna see Domo kicking ass. I'm gonna also draw some pages, and yeah, man.
Awesome.
I had Rich in the cover also. So
it's Rich on the cover. So
Yeah,
how often do you guys work with Rich?
I mean, he did our cover actually. I commissioned him to do a cover for Dead Stop.
let me,
Yeah. Let me
make it big.
Let me put the color on. Here we go. Now we have color. So here's let me open it. Yeah, I'm gonna. Here it is.
That's
So
nice.
yeah, he did. We were gonna do like an acetate cover. So this is in its own layer. It was gonna like peel
Oh, cool.
open. Yeah, but we didn't reach that stretch goal. So anyway, so yeah, this is his cover. He also did what else did he do for us?
I got the cutout cover.
Yeah, the die cut, awesome. Yeah,
Yeah, the die cut was awesome.
and also that cover for. Let me share the cover. Let me open the.
Hey, Julius is asking if the Ghetto Dragon is part of this one, of the one shot.
Oh, you want? I mean, we didn't write Ghetto Dragon in the comic. Sorry. Let me just open the Photoshop, guys. Sorry about that.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
There you go.
That is not a joke. That is a natural fact.
What's a natural effect?
Everything is a natural effect.
That he will
Everything
want
is a natural
pudding
fact.
for lunch.
All right.
Why? Because
There it is.
He got it right before he got it. Yeah.
There we are.
Don't question it. Just
Family
go
friendly
with it.
show.
Yeah. So that's
Sweet.
Cool.
Look at that.
Oh, dude.
I do love the colors on that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, Ollie is an awesome color. So if you can find your way to get some colors from him,
Ollie, you're a colorist?
Yeah.
dude, he is the colorist.
You actually hit me up for work, but
Yeah.
I don't think you like my rage.
Ah,
I might not have.
So yeah, so this is a riff from an actual poster from Marvel vs. Capcom. So we did an homage to it. So it's all the characters looking down. So yeah, and the cool thing is you can flip it and it all works like well. Like,
Yeah, it just keeps working.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah, we got a lot of deep cuts here. A lot of the newer characters.
yeah, dude. Like in a dream scenario, like having like a beat 'em up game with all these characters.
I mean that's a dream, Pedro.
That would be I said a dream scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that talking about drama and cancellation, this character got us into a lot of deep trouble with
How?
some unknown criminal people.
Oh,
This is our Punisher actually.
okay.
Let me see.
Okay.
And yeah, we received a call that hey, stop that.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
And so what do you-
Pancho could he got the call.
Elaborate?
he could
Nice.
tell that story. But yeah, it's
What do you do?
yeah.
In a
We did
situation
a
like that?
one shot. It was yeah. It dealt with human trafficking, cartel.
Yeah,
People.
Rex just asked, what do you do in a situation like that?
When you do a situation like that, you just stop it.
You stop, yeah.
Just follow their orders, man. Hey, stop it. All right, we'll stop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't like that answer.
Yeah,
Which is why I would 1,000% be dead.
I mean,
You're right.
it's either that or be hung up on an overpass, Luke. So
I would probably end up on an overpass.
yeah.
Because my answer would be F you.
Yeah.
I'm going
White
to do what I
man,
want.
stupid.
Yeah, so yeah, man. So I mean, we're gonna bring him back.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm never without at least 3 guns in my reach.
Yeah. The thing is, like,
I mean, that's the thing. You guys have that amendment, right?
We got that Second Amendment,
Yeah,
man.
we have that.
we are unarmed over here, so yeah, we can.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
I don't know,
you kind of have to, right? But we're
maybe I'll get a call for what I'm about to say, but I've been threatened too by that section of the people. But those I don't know, those calls like lose validity after like 2 to 4, 5 years, because that life, those guys don't last.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
maybe probably that the guy who called died the next day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a probability, but yeah, I mean,
the reality of it is that life is so dangerous.
Yeah, that life is so dangerous.
and I don't think they keep a record of the calls they make or the threats they make. And, okay. Oh, we gotta get back on this guy. Let's see if we kept doing it.
I really would love to know what the life expectancy is.
We have the Excel of the people we threatened this month. Because I lost track, baby.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, I wonder what the life expectancy is for the people that work in that industry.
Probably like what?
Like 2 years.
2 to 5 years, maybe.
More or less.
But what about like you hear about these old gangbangers that like grow to be like old?
They all find religion, man. They're all pastors.
It depends on how liked you are.
Yeah, exactly.
Or how
Luke would go
savvy
in
you
and-
were, like, or
Luke
smart.
would join and ask them about their retirement plan. They're like, here it is. Pooh.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like the ones that grow old is because they found religion or something, and they're out of that life and they bought themselves out. You have to buy
Can they
yourself
get out though? That's the thing about it. Like in
Yeah.
the States, once you're in, you're in. As far as the Italian job, but down there, I guess you can buy yourself out.
Blood in, blood out, baby.
Yeah, here once you break bad, you're done. That's it.
Yeah.
Man, you have
Your
to
retirement
watch-
plan is death.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I know some people that have gotten out of that, but it's because they found God in prison.
And
they
it's
turn their life
actually very, very. I mean, I think this is like also part of prison culture over there. But if you go into prison, you're like forced to affiliate with a gang.
Yeah. It's the same here. Yeah.
And yeah. And if you know like a trade or if you're artistic, that'll save you a lot. Because I know people that are musicians and artists, and they went to jail, and that saved them. Man, that saved them from a lot of trouble. They would do workshops or teach them like, oh, let's play guitar or let's paint a picture, and that's how you make friends, no? And people will protect you and all that. So
yeah,
always have an artist friend, guys. So
yeah, I mean, the people affiliate in prison, I think it's because of a like backside security.
Yeah.
No, just don't want to be like the biscuit of the month.
Like shit.
So,
Biscuit.
Biscuit.
Did somebody say
Taste the
biscuit?
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce.
yeah. In prison, the honey sauce comes after.
Okay. I need to look for that song, dude. Now I haven't.
That's so classic.
Oh, well, there you go, man. Highlight Ray's coming.
It's an earworm you'll never chase off.
This is my favorite song right now. This is one good. This is one I'm always jamming to.
That and Doom and Gloom.
You gotta
Wow,
love
I
Germany.
was
man.
getting into that. What the hell?
You gotta love Germany, man.
You
Wow.
really do. Guys, we have to pay the bills a little bit here before we
You'd
go.
get your voice up that high too if you had to wear lederhosen.
Right? That's some tight lederhosen. Fuck.
That's true.
There you go.
Lederhosen.
All right, so I have to pay the bills a little bit here.
Pay some bills.
So definitely, guys, we want you to check out fundmycomic.com. All right, it's a crowdfunding home for comics and games. If you've got other things, you can also do novels and card games, collectibles, miniatures. Just a digital store, apparel if you want, or you can head yourself right over to fundiverse.com. The first 25 campaigns to launch on this new platform, which is basically the same engine as Fund My Comic, just with different branding, is they're going to get the 0% crowd platform fee. So you're only paying for the bank fees. You're not paying any platform fees. So you're keeping a lot more of your own money. Way more even than the 3%, which is still 2% lower than everyone else. You guys got to check out the Shadow Kingdom.
Please do.
Yep.
Shadow Kingdom is 63 backers and at $2,700.
There you go.
One of the latest offerings from Arrow Comics on Fund My Comic. Got to check that out. It has still another 23 days to go. Some of the best work I've ever seen out of Russ Leach. Some of the best work I've ever seen out of that man.
Haven't seen his devil.
Need to revise that too, Luke.
Nice.
Oh, did somebody back it?
Yeah, there's 64.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous book.
So that means somebody backed it while we were watching the show today.
There
And
you
you know
go.
what that means? Someone flipped Randy the bird. Don't know who you are, but you did. Thank you so much.
Is that his
Thank
mating
you.
dance or something?
It is. That is the mating dance of the Saki bird.
Yeah. The
I think it's
Roomba.
what it's
Is
called.
it the Roomba bird?
Saki, S-A-C-I. The Mambo number 5. So definitely check that out. Also, we've got live over there right now, Soul Tech. Congratulations, Soul Tech. They're getting ready. Craig is just finishing up, getting ready to go to print with issue number 4. So you guys will be getting issue number 4 here real soon. Got a package for someone that ordered issues 2 and 3
Nice.
off the Arrow website. Arrowcomics.store. Don't forget about that. Look how good that looks.
Yeah, that store needs to be updated too.
Yep.
There's a few more products that'll be available shortly.
Yep, shortly. Got to get them up there. So definitely check that one out. Also check out AR-13L, Little Mermaid by
Look at that.
one and only Pixel Trader over there. Hit 20,000.
Nice.
Beautiful.
20K, my friend. Look at
Beautiful.
that. 387 backers. Your first campaign.
Covered by
Yeah.
Jose Garcia, the one and only.
Congrats, baby. Congrats, Pixel. Jesus.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Fantastic work. Very excited about that. And hopefully that'll be going to print here in a couple of months.
Nice.
Yeah, and that's the plan at this point. We got a lot of pages to get done still, but
Yep.
Eric is cranking away, and
It's understandable. Keep the work
looking
going.
good.
Also, don't forget to check out Hybrid, sitting at $3,600, 65 backers right now. I do have
There you go.
volume 1 and 2 ready to ship right now, as well as a quick play.
Ready to
So,
ship.
yep, ready to ship. They're downstairs in the dining room, ready to package up right now. So if you back that today, we will definitely get that out to you. 65 backers. I have to check that just to... Nope, still there. So check that one out. Also, don't forget another Arrow Comics property, Chrome Dog, is still live over there. Oh, no. Yes, it's still live. It's in storefront mode.
Yep.
The one and only Justin Sweet is written this one, and yours truly did the art with colorist Patrick Gamma.
I think he has an Aaron Lopresti cover.
Yes,
No,
yes.
Right?
Not available anymore.
Not available anymore.
Not available
Okay.
anymore. Sorry.
The
I
Presti
forgot.
cover, Lopresti cover was just for the campaign only. 124 backers, $4,693 so far, and that also is currently shipping, guys. Currently shipping. And also, not an Arrow book, but it is our friend Devil Flyer Rex over here.
Well, I
Devil
tried.
Flyer has 51 backers, $2,873.
Nice.
13 days still to go. It's got a John Dillard cover on there. Look at that piece. That's a beautiful piece.
Yep. John Dillard
Pin
did that.
up
one
by
as
John
well.
Dillard. And here's a nice piece by George Peter Gatsis.
Yeah.
And that's
there's
also
an
a nice
error
piece
here.
by
This
Doc
isn't
Blaylock.
Doc Blaylock. It's actually John Dillard, another Gaddis. Yeah.
Another Gaddis.
Mm-hmm.
And there we go. Look at that. You guys can check out this book right now.
Yep, Jimmy Reyes cover dropping here pretty soon.
Guys, grab a hold of that today.
Oh, yeah.
51 backers. You can flip. You can flip Rex the bird today. You can flip Rex the bird today if you like.
Whoa.
Also, don't forget Terminal Kill. I'll fund it over on the green site, but we're running some cleanup over here. I'm finishing up the last 21 pages right now.
You the man.
So we are almost done with this one. And these pages were done like a year ago, so like it's even the book's even improved over the course of the last year. So it's been a lot of fun. But as you can see, we have several pages already done.
Honey sweet.
Love those inks. 215 pages is what this book is going to be. 215 pages.
Wow.
And you can get it for $75. $75 for the graphic novel and all the floppies. 8 physical items included. $25 just for the trade paperback. $25 for 215 pages. Guys, that's nuts. You should definitely go check that out.
Insane.
Yep. And then I'd be remiss not to show you guys Hatch.
Yep.
From our good friend Glenn Fleming.
Yeah.
Backers $506. Check that out.
There you go.
I love my copy. You will love your copy. Definitely pick this up from a tremendous artist and good friend of the show. You do not want to miss out on Hatch. This is the annotated book, so you're going to be able to get some notes and some musings from Glenn himself as he shows off some of the art about the character and some of the things he's done. Beautiful book. You do not want to miss out on that. And then definitely go over to 656 Comics, Border Mayhem All-Stars. Sign up for that. Let me go ahead and pop that sign up in the chat one more time for you guys. And check it out, guys. Great stuff. Awesome. That's what we got going. So we've got maybe 10 minutes left here. Before we head out, I mean, is there anything else that you would like to talk about, Ollie?
I mean, whatever you want to ask me, dude. I mean, I'm here for that.
All right. Which one of the characters that you have, not books, but characters that you have is your favorite and why?
That would have to be. Let me share my screen. Hold on. That would be Zombie Kid, man. That's the character I created with my little brother. Let me just show you the.
Which one's your little brother?
Dominic. Domo.
So you've got Federico.
No, Dario's Francisco's the other brother. He's the older brother. But yeah, this is the comic that I want to. Where is it? My God, you put me in the spot, man.
I did. Look at that.
I just looking for the artwork, man. Hold on, because I like showing stuff. Wow.
I like when he's rushed and panicked and frantic, and yet he's got the shades on. He's like chilled the whole time, but inside he's like going, "I gotta get this for Luke."
While you're doing that, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna share your link tree so that people can find a way to follow you.
Yeah.
If you've not heard of 656 Comics and Oliver and his crew over there, if you've not heard of them, well, now is a great time for you to start following and watch what they're doing. Right now, you can get Cryptinals 1 through 4 through your local comic shop, but that's only for a limited time. And then after that, you're going to have to follow Oliver and the crew. You don't have an actual .com, do you?
No, we're gonna work on that once we start the Cryptinals relaunch. We're gonna have those books for sale online. But yeah, so this is my baby.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
I love the colors. You did the colors on this?
Yeah, I did everything, the artwork, the colors.
I'm just gonna wind up paying your rate.
My brother Domo, he did the logo.
I don't remember what your rate was, but I was much poorer back then.
No,
Don't worry
dude,
about
like,
it, man. It's okay.
like I've worked with Ollie, Luke. Dude, he works in time. He delivers. He listens to critique. He's a good dude, man. Work with him.
I actually have. So we have to go to print with Terminal Kill in 3 weeks, and we still have 94 pages to finish colors.
Oh gosh.
So Patrick is going to take another 35, and we've got another colorist that's grabbing a number of pages, and then I need to find one more colorist that can take about 20 pages
Maybe Randy
and get
can
20
help
pages
out.
done. So, well, they've
Randy's
got to kind of
got a jam
match.
schedule at the moment.
They got to try to match Patrick's style a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, so it's got to have like this, and he's doing a real atomic
Thank you.
blonde look. So, I'm looking for one more colorist to jump on that one. So
I have a
Sounds
question.
awful.
somebody out there,
Dang.
let me know.
Atomic blonde. That sounds. Oh, look at that.
Oh, dude, look at that, man.
There you
That's
are.
sick. I love that.
That's nice.
Christ.
That'd make a
That is
great
nice.
T-shirt.
So yeah, this is a comic that I want to pitch. There's an upcoming grant over here that's like giving away a lot of money. So I'm gonna actually pitch this story to them and see. And the cool thing is they
Bonjour,
sponsor
Anna.
artistic
So-
artistic projects. So I'm gonna pitch this to them.
Where can we get Zombie Kid right now?
I mean, there's no book. I did an Ashcan like way back in the day. Let me actually go pick it up so I could show it to you guys. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I dig the chromatic aberration on the eyes there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I have a question for Ollie, but that might create drama. So
Look, we've got like 6 minutes left. Go ahead and do a little drama if you want.
yeah, dude, no, but
This
it's
will
gonna
be the
be
drama
like
minute.
it's gonna be like telenovela level drama here.
Wait till he goes to the bathroom and then drop it.
Yeah,
we did this really like early in back in the day. So
Back in the
Printed with
day.
Kablam, I see also.
yeah. We gotta do Kablam, no?
Hey, they could blame.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
In the day.
Ah, dude.
So yeah, so it was my art, and Dario did the ink wash on these. So
Oh, that was Dario?
yeah, it's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Is
Yeah,
Daddy-O
let me-
like
let me
your
see
father?
the year
Your sugar daddy?
we did this. 2011. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's part like storybook and part comic.
Do you know how many comics you've done up to this point?
A lot, Rex.
A lot.
And that's accurate.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
That is an official. That's an official number.
Official number.
Yeah.
brothers.
Yep, it is
Oh,
an
wow.
official
Hey,
number.
red dress.
So yeah, so
Hey.
we're gonna
buddy.
rework
Sugar.
this story and hopefully work on it this year and get it translated in English and launch a campaign. Maybe with you guys. I'm not sure. Gotta think about
You
it.
might, yeah.
So yeah,
Eventually, I'll win everybody over.
you win everybody over.
Eventually, I'll win everybody over.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best.
That's
Are
So
you-
yeah, so this character hits near dear to us because we created this character right after our
Goes
mom
way
passed
back.
away.
Oh man,
So it's like kind of like it was like cathartic and all that. Kind of like our grieving process led us to this character
I feel that,
and
man.
all that.
There you go. Yeah.
So, yeah, so comics, right? The power of comics.
Okay, the kid of the
Yeah, we were
North-
young when she passed away, and she helped me with my getting started in drawing comics, right? Because she was the one who called the newspaper and all that.
Right, yeah.
There you go.
Man, that is awesome. I love hearing that story. That you started working at a newspaper now.
See.
And now you're running your own company.
Yeah.
And man, you've accomplished a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did
You've accomplished a
a
lot.
lot of
Yeah, I love this cover.
heartaches, a lot of headaches, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. But I mean,
Yeah, success can be very
20
difficult
years,
to
right,
accomplish.
guys? And it's
Yeah.
we're still here doing comics.
Yeah. You're one of those people that stays. We see a lot, I think, in this space. in the independent comics where they will come around in a couple years. I think 5 or 6 years is kind of the max for some people.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you can get past that 7-year itch, 7-year, you know,
like marriage,
you're around forever. Yeah.
I know. I've
Yeah.
been trying to get rid of
Very
that
much.
for years.
Yep.
Yeah. If you can make it through your 7th year, you're around forever.
Yeah.
My 7th year, I about quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you ready for the drama question, Ollie?
I read the drama. Tell me.
Yeah.
Ask me. Whatever.
Why don't Latinos love me, Ollie?
Love you.
Yeah, you guys are all in comics way and way. And I'm left
Hawaii
out.
pineapple boy.
I'm left out. Comics way. Why? Because I'm black and Latino, like I have to choose a side.
What side, man? You pick your side. You're with the white folks, man. You're good over there.
He's like you're too black for the Latinos and you're too Latino for the blacks.
Yeah, I feel left alone here, baby. I'm in an island.
Poor Pedro's over there. He's stuck hanging out with us old white guys.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, poor Pedro's stuck hanging out with us. Sorry, Pedro. I do apologize.
I've seen you with Unhinged and Death Metal Hero. I mean, you fit perfectly with those guys.
Death Metal, yeah, and he's with Art. He's with Artie Bear for crying out loud.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, that's a pretty good seat to have, isn't it? Guys, next week we have Chuck Dixon on.
All right.
We actually get Chuck next week. So next week we have Chuck Dixon coming on. The following week we're going to have Crom back on. And we are going to chat about doing videos. It'll sell out.
It'll sell out.
No, Hojo. El Shield.
El Shield. Oh man, this has been fun. So yeah, seriously, guys. Then the following week we're going to be talking about making trailers that are more impactful. Okay, so you guys could be able to hire Pedro for your work and actually get your money's worth out of this stuff, guys. I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you, Oliver, for getting up at the butt crack of dawn to be here this morning. You're 2 hours behind us. And so thank you for being here and sharing about what you're doing. We do appreciate you. Thank you, chat. Thank you, panelists. Thank you, Rex, for hopping in and hanging out with us this morning. Guys, we do appreciate you. Don't forget to go buy more comics. Check out aerocomics.store, funmycomic.com, and definitely sign up for Oliver's next thing. Remember, it's a lot easier to tear down than it is to build up. So please leave that wood pile higher than you found it. And by all means, please be careful out there.